Good evening, gentlemen. Uh, we have a very special guest here tonight who actually reached out to me about the topic at hand. I think he knows it just as well as I do how passionate I am about this shit because I've talked about this shit for a couple of years now, and everybody thought that I was going too hard on this shit. You know, you read too much into it. It ain't really like that for real, man. We got bigger issues. Okay, then. How you doing, Fantastic?
Hey, what's going on, GMB, man? I can't complain, man. Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man. I would like to first give a shout out to the brother Corey Robinson with the Cash App, man. I appreciate you. You probably know this, man, but talking about this particular topic is what got me demonetized.
No, yeah, the crew, the crew,
yeah. They initially came for the video. I fought to keep the video up, and what they did, they came back and they took the video down completely, and they stripped me of my monetization. That's why I pretty much have to go off Cash Apps to support my channel now. I can't get super chats and none of that shit, but it's all good.
Hey man, that's better than Google stealing 30% anyway, man. So hey, that's good.
First of all, what's going on, brother Jamie? I appreciate the Cash App. Everybody, just so y'all know, half of y'all proceeds tonight will be going to our guest. Y'all know how we do. You know how I did with the other fucking clown. Decided to, show, a good faith to him, and he turned around and talked shit about me. I'm sure anybody else panel he's been on, they don't give him a dime, but for some reason, me, looking out for him was a problem. But we continue to do that here. we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it, man, because what you sent me, I wasn't even aware of that part. I was more aware of the children's books. I was aware of the what they call it, the strip tease, the little
Yeah.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna bring it up, man. If you don't mind me bringing it up, I want to share it and
Yeah,
maybe
go
we
ahead.
can dissect it piece by piece. Let's see what this is. What was I? It doesn't have any audio, but yeah. I read through the whole thing, man, and this shit is actually fucking disturbing, dude. Let's see. Go back to it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Go up a little bit. Y'all have to bear with me, man. You know I'm officially a part of the old niggas, federation now. You know the over 40 club.
The old fella federation, man. You ain't there yet, man. You don't hit old fella federation territory till you're 45, man. You got a couple years left. You still almost old, man. You still almost old.
Hey, brother Mac, I appreciate the cash app as well, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hashtag men first. Hey, man, but I don't feel it at all. I just find it funny when you talk about this shit.
Yeah, man. You know, I got to get these old fellas a hard time, man. I'll be there, indirectly, as they say.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just actually woke up for the old nigga nap. I just woke up for the old nigga nap. Shit, my old lady still in that motherfucker knocked out, But
hey, man.
Okay, so can y'all? Okay, goddamn, I'm trying to cut it out so it you better at this shit than I am, man. Okay,
Hold on, I'll share it. I can share it on mine. Give me a second.
Okay, no, because I got it pulled up, but I'm sharing the wrong thing. That's what it is, bro. I'm sharing the wrong thing. I could get it.
That's cool. All right, so
okay, yeah. Fuck. What I did was
just share my screen.
Okay, hold on. All right, let's see. All right, got you. There it is.
There we go. We go.
Okay.
Make this thing a little bigger. Girl, give it a little second. All right. Yeah, man. And as you can see, this lady was suspended because she was teaching out of a book that taught young first graders the process of we'll just say simulation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What people don't understand is what is good deal? What people don't understand is if a straight man were to come to your even in a classroom or anything, right, and teach your child, especially your daughter, just child in general, right, about the whole thing of any type of sexual activity. These are first graders, y'all. Graders. Okay. What would be your reaction to that? You know what I'm saying? There would be no peaceful conversation. This wouldn't be no talk it out. It would be some furniture definitely moving around, motherfucker. And like man, society wants to get you to feel like oh, it's something wrong with you. Not this is not that. It's like, do you understand that the kids are the way you change a people, the way you change society is through children see as normal. That's going to be standard operators once they're adults and they're in control. So from that point on, they're going to teach their children that, and it's going to only worse. Never going backwards, you know what I'm saying? Yep. As much as we talk about stuff, it's never going back to the way things should. It's never go back to good old, and more extreme. Is one of the stories. The title came from the LGBT men literally said we're for the children.
Can you hear me, fantastic? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, you Borgen. I mean, it may be on my end. Can everybody hear me good? Can everybody hear me pretty good? Everybody put a 1 if y'all can hear me okay.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. That's me. That's
Okay,
probably on my
okay.
mic. Hold on.
All right.
Let me see something great. It should be better now. Hold on.
Yeah, because I know when you sometimes it does that to me when I pull up and try to share the screen or something.
Yeah, that's what it is. Whatever in the hell it was trying to.
Okay. I tell you what, I got it over here. If you want to drop it down, and I can actually.
Yeah,
share
I close. Let me close mine out. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead.
All right, let me see. Hopefully, I don't fucking start Borg in here, but this shouldn't. All right, here it is. I'm gonna put it up here. All right. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So the thing is about it, man. I mean, it's all strategic, man. And I've told everyone it was levels to this shit. It started with empowering women, you know, the sexual liberation of women, putting women in positions of power, ostracizing the men from the home. So therefore, you weaken it. You're effeminizing men. You're emasculating men. You're making them weaker. So next, they're gonna come in with this, you know, the uncle with the dress that flips burgers at the little fucking burger hut, you know, sticking his wee in the mayonnaise and shit. And he's going to show up, and they're going to say that he is, you know, he deserves the same rights as you, you know, with this weirdo shit. And once, you know, the vast majority of society accept this shit as the norm, then guess what? This is what's the next step.
Exactly.
It's, you know, and when I call this shit out, everybody told me that I was being a fucking weirdo. Brothers, I want y'all to understand something. This shit is happening in real time. While everyone is, you know, up here fighting back and forth about, you know, men's how these women in these spaces, because you notice something, man. I talked about social media and about how, you know, over 24 million, the Shade Room has over 24 million followers on Instagram. There's only roughly about 41 million Black people in America. Now, I'm not going to say that 24 million of the Shade Room's followers are Black. I will say probably 90 to 95% of them are. And you notice how on the Shade Room, they're always pumping out propaganda. It's always some female empowerment stuff. It's always some alternative lifestyle stuff. Anytime it has anything to do with a Black man, it's in a negative, some sort of negative condensation of him being locked up, or, you know, doing some fruity shit, you know what I'm saying? Or doing some crazy shit, like he's a barbarian, like he's an animal, okay? And this is part of the propaganda machine that pushes perpetuates a false narrative about Black men. At the same time, you know, elevating these alternative lifestyle people and these fucking bull daggers and shit to another level, man.
Yeah, and like you said, it's crazy how, you know, when we were kids and you know, teenagers and stuff coming up, as to where you went from the Cosby Show to Fresh Prince to Family Matters and that era, right? And now there's completely no Black fathers on television whatsoever. Like you said, now the Black father and the positive Black male role model has been replaced with the what's the dude, the Billy Porters, and the you know, and whoever else the, you know, the bear meat nigga of the day is, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, when we see this, because like you say, GMB, you always preach this, man, you have that masculine frame, you have that wisdom from your granddaddy and your uncles, and you know when somebody's, you know what I'm saying, trying to shoot you some bullshit, it's like, nah, man, you're not gonna tell me I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, bro. I know how this shit's supposed to be. I know how it's supposed to be. So I know I'm not crazy. It's just you weak as hell. And like you said, when you let women get more control, oh no, he'll be all right, he'll be okay. It's not that big of a deal. No, that's the problem. That's the issue with women. You know, they want to look at things from the, like, everybody gets a chance, everybody gets a shot, and you know, no, you just no, man. As a man, it's your job to fucking call and stop the bullshit, man, when you see it. But like you said, now it's so few of us left, and the shit done got so far out of hand. People are putting their children at risk. And I love the fact of the matter you use the what do they call it? Boys can be princesses too, right? That's what the name of the thing.
Yeah.
If people look at that from what you said, GMB, and another thing they kill us on, oh, they not targeting Black boys. Well, they not targeting Black boys. Why is it Black boys are the most one that's, you know, getting into this lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me the you know how you know what's the stigma of black men are, right? You know, all they do is go down here, they killing, they knocking out white girls, Asian girls, black girls. You can't have no little young, just hitting puberty black dude around your daughter, how to protect your daughter, because all they gonna do is, run some up in her. But now you went from that now to you're literally by the numbers. This, in my opinion, this isn't what we think. It's numbers by this, okay? And not only are they converting over to this, what else comes with that GMB they will tell you about? Y'all got the highest fucking HIV and AIDS rate, man. This is literally killing you out here.
And even with the females, man, black women, 21% of them. That's 3 times as many as any other race of women who identify with this, the what we call the bull dagger movement. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same sex relationships, 3 times more than any other race, man. I want to say this too, man, because a lot of guys don't even equate to what's really going on. They really can't connect the dots. Okay, we'll talk about Tyrone out here. He's smashing Becky. He's smashing Keisha. He's smashing, Ling Ling. He's smashing all these goddamn women. But it shows a level of how, what I want to say. It shows that a lot of times that you're out of order because you worship the vag, man. Every fiber of your being is controlled by trying to get women, trying to have sex with women, multiple women, and all this other stuff. That is a part of your goddamn conditioning as well. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. We all love women, but see, exactly. that is not the all. That is not the end all be all when it comes to being a goddamn man. You can't focus on building up anything or having anything tangible because you are controlled by women. You're controlled by that little pink thing in between that woman's legs, to the point that you will actually sell your brother out. You got motherfuckers out here that would literally kill their brother, kill their homie behind a bitch, man. They talk about women, because I pulled this one up because Educated put it up, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. The propaganda machine is real. This bullshit about the most educated, we know that's a lie, but we hear from every black female's mouth. And they'll sit up there and talk about, that's the white man's data, this the white man's statistics, but it ain't the white man's statistics when it comes to a lie like that.
Thank you.
The most educated. I'll let you have it, bro.
Well, no, hey man, you know how we do, man. Listen, GMB, listen, bro. Whenever you speak the truth and it's something to their disadvantage or exposing the mindset and just the diabolical, tandem they have with that same quote unquote white man for their benefit, that's the truth. That's the God honest truth. Y'all black men you don't take care of your kids. You're broke. You're down low. You're this, you're that. And then, like you said, GMB, you remember they did an article here where they saying, hey, they will prefer black women now. They will prefer to have a bisexual baby daddy.
Wow. But I'm sure you remember. I was in your chat room and I was talking about that like probably about 6-7 months ago. You understand what I'm saying? That's a whole movement in itself. You look at that right there going hand to hand with what you're hearing from these femininity coaches. What are really the swirling movement? How these women are actually talking about kill black men, abort black babies. If it's a male,
black male. If it's a male, kill it. Yep.
If it's a male, kill it. Okay, then MTR, Mediocre Tutorial Reviews, just did a video about an hour ago bringing up this same topic, because he can't even believe this going on. He's just getting introduced to this shit. Man, they have revved it up a notch with the black male hatred over that motherfucker, bro. I'm talking about to the point where they're inviting, white men over there to talk shit about black men.
I seen that, man. Hey, I heard about that, man. As soon as I got off the boat, I couldn't believe it. Not you mean to tell me the person that was calling white folks cavemen and and cave this and cave that and what hillbillies, and they doing collabs just to tear down the black man. I was like, wow, man. Hey, but man, like you said, that's the level of the hatred that we're at, man. And it's like it's only one way. When we say this thing, everything we talk about, this isn't because we hate black women or we want to get back and get even. No, we're pointing out the things that's wrong. So again, that's what a man's supposed to do. You're supposed to call out the deficiency so it can be fixed, and then we can move forward. but because they're so stubborn, man, you know, and it's just that you know, they think they're the man, you know, they want to have this back and forth with you, and it's just like at this point, man, look, bro, I don't have the time, the wish, or the needs. Hey, go ahead and wander out in the wilderness and die. That's the way I look at it.
Well,
have fun.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to this, or what our topic is today, and we're gonna get into this article. When it comes to this type of behavior, man, Black women are the biggest enablers of this behavior. I mean, just look at who they hang around. Look who they love to do their nails. Look who they love to do their hair. You go out right now, man. You go to a club. You go to even in the mall. Anywhere you go and you see a group of females, you know, dressed to the nines, you're gonna see one of them motherfuckers with them.
Yep.
And the thing is, absolutely. And they're gonna be the women are going actually going to follow this sugar sausage. Okay. But the thing is about it, it used to be Big Keisha. Big Keisha, you know, the bull dagger and shit. Yeah, it was them. Now you seeing it's the man. And these bras are too oblivious to their own, unaware of their own surroundings to the point that they don't even realize that these motherfuckers view them as competition. They want the same thing that these women want.
Hey, just to the point, like you said now, GMB, hell, they trying to become them. They say, hey, bitch, look, I ain't getting enough attention, and I ain't getting as far as I want to get by, you know, just being, you know, a man and liking men. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it all the way over and become a woman and say I like men. And the damn sad part, crazy thing about it, man, like you said, man, with all this crazy makeup and hair and, you know, green, purple, and, you know, the Sha'Carri Richardson look, hell, you can't really tell the difference. Again, man, I got to tell my son, man, I have a 15-year-old son. I got to tell him, man, seriously, I never thought a day in my life, GMB, I would have to be having a serious conversation with my son, man. You know, like, hey, man, make sure it's a damn woman. Make sure it's a girl. Make sure she's born a girl. Don't be out here with no lights closed. Don't be out here with no, you know, from the back and no shit, nothing like that. Like, no, bro, you need to do a full inspection, baby. 360, you know what I'm saying? Lights on, everything. We ain't finna be playing I ain't finna have to go to no courtroom because you know what I'm saying? You done hurt somebody or worse because they done tried to trick you into some bullshit. Man, but, you know, my bad, go ahead.
No, go ahead, my bad.
Well, no, like you said, man, and then, you know, just think about it, because this happened with the football player in Virginia, you know, which hey, brothers, listen, man, if she 6 foot and got the same size foot as you, hey, man, you might want to back on up, that player. All right, might want to back up. Y'all do this and them hands line up, man. Listen, you BABG and her foot as big as me. Hey, man, hey, abort mission, brother. Get up out of there. All right. Even if it is, don't take the chance, man. I'm telling you, it ain't worth it. But yeah, seriously, man, like you said, you know, you end up in a situation like that, man, where that man beat that dude to death, man. You know, who knows the real details, but what do you expect for that type of betrayal and just debauchery, man? That's evil, dog. That's evil.
Hey, not to cut you off, but have you ever seen that? It was on a show, I believe. I can't remember exactly what it was. The guy, Childish Gambino. He was locked up.
Yeah, that scene. I used that scene one time. I used that scene in one of my videos.
No, but that's where it's at. That is where we're at right now, man. Because to be honest, is that me? I'm echoing. It's because to be honest, man, like states like New York, man, they going at this shit like with everything they got. New York now got it where you could actually go back and change your goddamn birth certificate for $35 from male to female.
Look, man, that is some of the most diabolical shit ever in history, and that shit needs to be challenged by the Supreme Court. Because again, bro, if I went to the bank and I said, "Hey, I'm a millionaire," you know what they gonna do to my black ass? They gonna lock me the fuck up because they gonna claim I'm trying to fucking rob the bank. But you mean to tell me something that's as serious as and proven without beyond a shadow of a doubt, solid, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There are only two genders, man and woman. A motherfucker can wake up today, you have a whole pole attached, and claim that he a woman. Man, it's just crazy how far we've gotten away from, you know, just reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reason too, like you said, this used to be considered a mental disorder, and actually, they're fighting to keep that a mental disorder. This is the thing about so this is a crazy thing how crazy the game is, right? GMB. So in the DSM-4, all LGBT activity was considered a mental disorder. Okay, but they got that changed up at the DSM-5 and had to remove because that was offensive. So the deal with the T people is what do they call it? Whatever dysphoria or whatever. I can't gender dysphoria. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Gender dysphoria. They would try to get that removed too, but the T people say, "Oh, no, wait, we don't, no, we don't want you to do that because if you do that, now we can't get medical coverage for it." And then, what I'm saying? And we can't get the medical benefits and the mental health and the surgery support and all these crazy different things, So again, man, like you said, these people, man, get to use, and then, like you said, you start getting the arguments, oh, we suffered like you. And people just sit back, and I'm like, man, if you don't shut your ass up and get the fuck on away from around here, bro, I can't even seriously have that serious conversation with nobody, man. I can't take that serious at all.
Well, it's just like you was bringing up the situation that happened in New Jersey the other night. It shows where our mental level is as a collective, as a group of people. This a population of what it is, only that community as a whole is about 4% of the population, man. Yet these motherfuckers got a stranglehold on every avenue, every walk of life right now.
GMB, hey, it was just day month, GMB. They ain't even took all the signs down.
You got a whole
Pride month.
And guess what? If you were to even talk like this, for even talking like this, you got to tread lightly. But if you use, some kind of slander or something, you can lose your job. You can lose every goddamn. You can't even go into your job right now and identify a woman who wants to be a man as a goddamn woman. You got to say, sir. You can't say, ma'am. You can lose your fucking career behind some shit like that. That shows you who's in power, because a lot of these corporate entities and shit, these elites and stuff that actually, like I've said before, I hate to beat a dead horse, but like social media sites like the Shade Room and all these places, a lot of these network television that's out here, man, they are controlled by these same people. They are being ran by these people. That's why they pushing that shit. They shoving it so far down your fucking throat that it's coming out your fucking ass and it's falling right down on top of your children. I'm telling you now. So, I'll get into the article, man, if you're ready.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay. Sex ed teacher at $55,000 per year, New York private school resigns after angering parents by teaching first graders about masturbation and telling kids they can be hugged without consent. They can't be hugged without consent. All right. A teacher who showed first graders cartoons about masturbation during sex ed classes at a $55,000 per year New York private school and told kids they can't be hugged without consent has resigned. It emerged Saturday. Justine Ang Fonte will not return to the Dalton School on Manhattan's Upper East Side next year, according to an email from the head of school, Jim Best. The controversial classes sparked fury from parents, but Best's email announcing Fonte's resignation insisted that the school still stood firmly behind the program and those who teach it. Okay, then we'll stop right there. Think about this. Now, I want y'all to, I can't zoom in on that broad's face, but take a look at that broad. Y'all can see that. Upper right-hand corner. Look at that stone face. Look at that hard-ass face right there. Now, I guess she a half Asian or something like that, but I would argue and say that's a goddamn fucking sugar sausage. Look at the motherfucker. I'm serious. I mean, that's my opinion. You know, you got to think about this. Even though she resigned, the school stands firmly behind what she was doing. So guess what? The next motherfucker that's come in is probably going to be a full-fledged alternative lifestyle person teaching first graders.
And like you said, GMB, that's the secret sauce, man. Like you said, you know, it's bad enough to where it's a woman, and you know, either she isn't alternative lifestyle, or she's to the point of where, let me see, my damn what's name is, or she's to the point where she doesn't identify strong enough so she can be challenged. But you put that full blast out there, hey, you can't come against that, because you come against that, oh, you're going against the LGBT. No, forget the fact that he's out here targeting children and teaching children how. First graders, y'all. First grade is what, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
Who the hell wants to have any conversation with their child at 6 to 7 years old about any sexual activity, especially if we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, sex, y'all? This is sex shit. Where are we at? Bro, these people that won't even let you couldn't even remember. If you guys remember last year during the election, children were getting chastised and punished and sent to the thing. And parents had to talk about it because they had stuff to say about Trump, positive shit to say about politics. Now, they was mad if your child had a political training in view. But you mean to tell me this a private school too, GMB? Lady said what, $55,000 a year? This ain't even public school yet. So this is where people are paying to send their children. So imagine the shit they got coming down the pipe for everybody to send their kids to the free shit. Because remember in California, they already tried it and they was able to push back just a little bit to keep it back. But they saying when this thing comes and it's official, you can't opt out. You know what I'm saying? And if you poor and you're to the point where you can't afford private school and it's for a whole state, this ain't just a city, this ain't just a county. How many people can afford to pick up and move out of a whole state to another state to avoid this? And we know how that go anyway. Once it starts in one place, they're trying to get it nationwide anyway. And it goes back to, like you say, California doing this bullshit where you get a 10-year gap just for them now. If you're a straight man and you talking about 10 years of anything dealing with a child, what the hell gonna happen to you?
I tell you what, just like in Iowa, Iowa they didn't even have really no pushback with the story time with the drag, late with the drag, roll around on the floor with the drag. These were children. You understand what I'm saying? Elementary school children that they was bringing this shit into, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. They are going to sign it into law. Trust me. The way you niggas vote is gonna be the way that they fucking the Trojan horse that bring in all this bullshit on you. You talk about a gender war, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I hate to tell you this, but it ain't no motherfucking gender war. That gender war shit is over with. It is. For even bringing it up, even talking about it, man. You can't control what people do. These women are conditioned, and when you talk about schools, they can't afford goddamn private schools. So guess what? They're not gonna homeschool them. So guess what? They're gonna be indoctrinated with that public school system that's gonna push that bullshit down their throat. These women don't care nothing about their damn children, man. These women sitting up there talking about abort all black babies and all this shit, man. This shit is real. It's about to get much, much worse. I'm seeing more and more of these motherfuckers who got their shit cut off or they got it pulled to the back, wanting to be a damn man. I'm starting to see more young men walking around this bitch on TikTok videos, fucking busting it open. Y'all act like y'all don't see this shit, though. I know I can't be the only one, man.
Well, it ain't that you the only one, man. You're one of the very few that's brave enough to, you know what I'm saying, risk speaking about it. And that's the problem what we don't have. People worried about, and respectfully, again, man, by all means, don't risk your job, don't risk your livelihood. But there's a way, and that's why whenever I do this on my channel, I do it in a way as to where you can't do it. I give my little prefaces and I give my disclaimers. Hey, nothing I say about this is derogatory or negative or discouraging to or words of violence or hate speech. Because for one, hate speech doesn't exist in the United States of America. And then two, again, I don't have an issue or problem with any adults participating in whatever sexual activity they want to do. That's your right. But what I refuse to do is to allow a adult to influence children here in a sexual, in a sexual manner, man. Yeah. Listen, and that's the diabolical part of it, man. People don't understand. Again, if you get the children, and I don't know, I might have borged out earlier, but did you hear the thing about the dude, the gay choir that was saying we coming after your kids?
Oh yeah, we was gonna play that next. Once we we was gonna get into that one.
Yeah, is that and so again, man, and GMB, like you said, GMB, what do they tell us, GMB? Oh, you playing, man, you bullshit. It ain't that hard. It ain't. And these people are literally fucking smiling in your face, telling you to plan, bro, like it's a game.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we've been saying this shit for years upon years upon years, and it's just getting comfortable to the point of where they have this, they have this stress test for society. Let's see how they gonna react to it. Let's see how they gonna react to it. Let's see how they gonna react to it. And as soon as they get to the point of where they don't have enough people you know what I'm saying, pushing back, man, they know they in there. And no pun intended.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Tyreek, man. I appreciate the cash out. Appreciate the sponsorship, my brother. Hashtag man first. My brother D Wood, man. I appreciate the sponsorship as well, man. Salute to you, D Rock Den. As always, man. I appreciate you, brother, for sponsoring the channel, man, for sure. But I'm gonna touch on something that my man was just talking about. I missed his comment, but I know exactly where he was going with it. Think about this, man. And I'm gonna get back into the article shortly, but think about this. When they came out with that Old Town Road, who was everybody? Who was the vast majority of people singing that shit? This motherfucker
kids.
Was going into the kids. Going into the elementary schools. This man was
had him doing a tour. GMB had this dude doing a tour around the country. They had teachers teaching kids how to read and how to do math. Like you said, behind that shit, man, and I smelt it and I was just like, man, this don't make sense. This don't make sense, man. This black people don't do country music, so why the hell they got this dude that's all of a sudden coming out here with a country song and it's just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. Like, bro, you can go 5 minutes without hearing that song everywhere, GMB, not just the radio, commercials, everything. And lo and behold, now what? Got the damn dude twerking on the damn devil, man.
Man, twerking on the devil, tongue kissing motherfuckers on stage, man. And let me tell you something. I've never seen a one-hit wonder get so much fucking publicity. That's on the one song. Off of that one song, man, he infiltrated your household. And now I'm gonna tell you something. When that man came out with them fucking shoes, man, that shit sold out just like that.
Yep, and Nike tried to pull some bullshit too. As to, they didn't authorize it, they didn't know, and they tried to do a cease and desist after the fact, after the damn shoes had been sold. And like you said, man, the stuff that's going on here, bro. If y'all don't understand it, you don't see it, bro. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you, and hopefully you don't have children. But like I said, bro, I will kill and die for mine in that order. I will pick any and everything up, and we'll move out this bitch. Because like you said, man, we know that one letter they trying to add on to the internet, all them damn letters they got going already. And hey, man, I'm not gonna be here for it. I just can't.
That's what it is, man. That is exactly where they're going with it. Because what they're gonna do, just like you say, they're gonna tread lightly. They're gonna put a little bit out there and see how many bite on it, and they're gonna try to not give prison sentence. It's not gonna be a crime anymore. It's gonna be labeled some kind of mental disorder.
Yep.
Yes, that's how they're gonna feed it to you. Eventually, it's gonna become legal.
And now you gotta worry about. Can you, GMB? Could you imagine a place where you gotta worry about being out with your child and a grown ass motherfucker walking up on your child, man?
Man,
what the hell you think, man? Like, listen, bro. They're gonna have to make one hell of a damn jail or a hell of a damn funeral home.
I'm gonna tell you, brother, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've seen brothers say, I don't have any children or whatever the case may be. Hey, bro, more power to you. But you got to care somewhere. I'm pretty sure you got nieces or nephews. You got family members. This shit affects us all, man. When I talk about masculinity, man, this is an all-out assault on masculinity, man. It really is. Fuck what them bitches talking about over there. They can have all the white boys they want on their platform. They can call us dusty beta male coons. They can say whatever. It ain't. It's what you respond to, man. It's what you answer to. Getting mad about what these broads saying shouldn't even affect you at all. I look at it and laugh because I know it's just a cry for attention. This shit right here, motherfucker, this shit is happening in real time. I have children. At some point, my children are gonna have children. I care about my legacy. I care about my lineage, dude. My last name carries weight. It's part of the reason that I work so goddamn hard. Man, at the end of the motherfucking day, if you allow this shit to continue on and go unchecked, and you being distracted by everything else, this is a problem that you're going to face at some fucking point. You're going to go in the goddamn bathroom, and you're going to have motherfuckers coming in that bitch with you.
Tell you, man.
Motherfuckers, you take the crime rate bad now. You watch when a motherfucker come in that bitch with an axe or an axe out and wrap your ass upside the motherfucking head and try to take your asshole. Let's see what you have to say then.
Telling you, man, this shit, like I said, is getting way, it's getting and There is no pushback because people are afraid of not being liked. People are afraid of being, canceled or whatever. And it's like, man, you can kiss you. Hey, man, you can get the fuck on up out of here with that bullshit. Like for real, dog. You're not gonna have me curtail my speech and have me afraid to speak the facts here. Because again, like I said, if we were to couch this where you had a heterosexual man saying any or doing any of this stuff, that dude would not only would he be locked up, like I said, he would be in physical harm and danger, as he should be. But because they're protected by that grouping, oh, you can't say anything about it. And because it's under the thing of this free freedom and children's this and all this other stuff about like the kids being on the same level as the adults bullshit, and kids need to learn it's okay. Man, get the whole hell up out of here. And like you said too, the Iowa situation was one where they was rolling around, but remember the one in Texas where they found out the dude was an actual child convicted sex offender. Dude was a convicted sex offender within, in a room full of nothing but women, to where if he would have wanted to snatch one of them kids and molest them right in front of him, what the hell you gonna do? Dude was like 5'11", 200 some odd pounds or whatever the hell. What woman's gonna do anything with that man? And he gonna do a damn thing. It's gonna be too late. And like you said, that's what's wrong with fucking women, man. They don't think about, what I'm saying, the danger. The reason as to why a man is important, other than masculinity and leadership and all of these other things, is, bruh, you are a deterrent for the woman and the child. Okay, you are a deterrent for any other man that may think about harming that woman or child, because he knows it's a chance that he gonna lose his life over that shit.
Man, I tell you what, man, I don't have any kind of empirical data on this, but I can almost guarantee you at least 85% of child abuse, the M word. I can guarantee you in most of those cases, it's in a house where there is no father around.
Of course.
You rarely hear about that shit going on when it's a father in the home or a father has sole custody of the child. It doesn't happen, man.
Exactly. And like you said, it purposely they purposely don't highlight it, and they purposely don't point that out, GMB. That's why you don't have the empirical data on it. They what I'm saying, they don't talk about that. I remember this thing too, and this was a white lady, the white lady here in Jacksonville. This was like 10 years ago at this point or something. She let the kid go with just some random old man, GMB. She out there in Walmart, let the kid go away with some random old man. Dude was registered sex offender, whatever. He said, hey, let me take the little girl to McDonald's in the Walmart to get something to eat. Dude ran off with the little girl, raped her and killed her in the van, bro. Left her body behind a church, if I remember right. Cherish Periwinkle was her name. So again, as much as we talk about, this ain't just a black woman thing. This is just women in general. Remember, in New York, you just had what I think it was at least 2 separate stories of women throwing their kids out of high rises when they jumping to their deaths with their children in hand. So yeah, man, society is purposely not highlighting just how dangerous a child is in the custody of a woman alone. It's by design, man. Sadly.
All right. I'm gonna give a couple more shots out here, man, to the brothers, man. Brother PL, man, I appreciate the $10 sponsorship. Salute to you, my brother. Hashtag men first. Mr. Zeke, also with the 10-piece, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Salute. I'm gonna get back into the article, guys, because we were covering about this female who was teaching kindergarten children, first grade children, about playing with themselves, pleasuring themselves, and she recently resigned. I'll read a little bit more. I don't think I got to read the whole thing for you guys to get the gist of what's really going on here, but it says throughout her tenure, Dalton Justine Fontaine, throughout her tenure at Dalton Elementary School, which is a privately funded school, Fontaine has helped to develop an experimentary K through 12 health and a wellness program. Okay, so the shit that she's spewing, she's using that as a platform You know what I'm saying? She building up, helping with this wellness program so they can implement this sort of goddamn teachings to young children, is which at some point is going to become mandatory. Dalton, our facility, no, Dalton, our faculty, staff, administration, and trustees continue to stand firmly behind this program and those who teach it. So you see that these people are backing this shit up. You know, uh, at at faculty and staff meetings this week, Justine announced her decision to leave Dalton to focus on her work as an independent health instructor. She taking this show on the road.
Exactly.
She has been working toward this goal for over a year. We support Justine's aspirations to and look forward to honoring her accomplishments as an academic year comes to a close. What kind of fucking accomplishment has you? What kind of accomplishment is indoctrinating children with sexuality?
Hey, it's the ultimate accomplishment when you want the kids to think like adults, to think they're on the level of adults, and you know it's ultimately to give the kids away to these predators that are out here waiting, and you know mostly of them won't be, and that's another thing too that used to be covered really big, and the reason as to why they said it was a an issue is because another thing that's lost, you can barely even find it, was the tracking of molestation that was involved with all these alternative lifestyle people. That was that's still a major influence as to why a lot of these children become that way, because they have some type of adult that's preying on them sexually before they're anywhere near, you know what I'm saying, should be thinking about any sexual situation. And like you said, now to help speed it up and to make it lesser of a thing, they're going to teach the child how to engage in it. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it easier for the fucking predator to come in there, and now they're all already familiar with sexual situations. The shit is just evil, man.
I know it, man. Okay, it says one parent reacted angrily to the statement, saying this inability to admit a mistake or acknowledge misstep is strange. Of course, it's strange. And this is the cartoon, man. This right here is a. I mean, I don't think I can play it. But that right there is the cartoon. Now look how innocent that shit looks, man. And this motherfucker sit up there. Of course, they're gonna have the mammy right there in the middle of it. The adult gonna be the mammy in the middle of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, the biggest supporters of this bullshit. This motherfucker here, standing up here with a big stinking ass eyes, talking about it's gonna get into it, because you can't play the video. Look at this look, boy. How come my penis gets big sometime and boys up in the air? That's a part of it. I'm gonna read this part. Fantastic. Say Fontaine, a health and wellness teacher at Dalton School, showed students a video last fall from the free sex education series for children called Amaze, in which a cartoon boy asked questions about erections. In the video, a cartoon little boy asked, how come sometimes my penis get big sometimes and points in the air? Now, this is a first grade child, man. This is being shown in a first grade classroom, man, with a little boy asking. He don't even know what his penis is. Most of the time,
exactly.
It's a
Thank
wee-wee.
you.
I got the
Thank
wee-wee.
you.
I got the wee-wee, mama. You can't even piss straight, and you want to talk about this shit? Boy.
Yeah, man.
Here it is. That's called an erection, Billy. The cartoon adult woman responds, the mammy, of course. Sometimes I touch my penis because it feels good, the boy adds. Think about this now. Eventually, it's going to start with this. Within 5 years, if this shit becomes the norm, guess what? They're going to be showing kids engaging in whole acts of...
Exactly. Hey, man, like you said, GMB, that's the sad truth, bro. And like you said, unfortunately, the real men see it, and the masculine men with the frame, like you said, man, that's the scary, ugly ass truth, bro. And this is what women and society wants. This is what they want, because if you got the kids comfortable with that opens them up to dealing with adults that are comfortable with dealing with kids. And that's the horrible plan long term shit that's in in the process, man.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something, man. This shit it's fucking with me, man. Just even
Hey,
reading this shit, like for real.
exactly. Again, I know, man. I know. And that's what I'm saying. That's what it is, bro. And like you said, when you have the passion behind it, and you've been warning people for so long. Me and you on the same boat, man.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for years, and now it's in your face. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny it. But what do we do not? What don't we have, GMB? We don't have the people that were still trying to tell us, hey, you taking it too serious, coming behind us and yelling with us, because they too goddamn scared. They don't got they too worried about being canceled. They too worried about being not liked. They too worried about being, what I'm saying, having to answer to or go up against the alphabet boys.
I can't. I will be honest with you. This supposed to be the manosphere. That's what they call it. You understand what I'm saying? And I can't tell other people what to do with their goddamn platform. I can't. What you do with your channel is your goddamn business. But if you really did care about masculinity, you will be addressing this shit. You wouldn't sit up this motherfucker for 3 hours talking about Kevin Samuels. You will be talking about this shit right here. What's really going on? Because at the end of the day, man, if we don't get to the core of this shit, if we don't cut the roots off at this motherfucker before it grows entirely too wild, you ain't got to worry about no females.
Don't.
Most of you motherfuckers won't be interested in females no more. And most of these damn women will be on about doing some other shit too, because they're gonna follow suit with whatever it is. Whatever the majority gonna do, they're already showing you exactly how they feel about you right now. So it's gonna get progressively worse. They're gonna actually come out and say, yes, I want to indoctrinate my son to be bisexual. And you stupid motherfuckers will go impregnate a bitch like that. I talked about the boy aspect of the article. Here's the part where it says she was talking about the little boy called his erection. Sometimes I touch my penis because it feels good. The boy add. Now this is a cartoon. Then a cartoon little girl says, sometimes when I'm in the bath or my mom puts me in bed, I like to touch my vulva too. You have a clitoris there, Kayla. That probably feels good to the touch the same way Keith's penis feels good when he touches it. Could you imagine this? I'm done.
Wow. Again.
That shit is sick, dude. And I want to look at the cartoon. Looks like a little harmless cartoon, but if you look at it,
and like you said, GMB, who is the woman who's involved in what is she? Exactly. She's a dark colored woman, not no white woman, not no Asian woman. All right, we all know who she. We can look at her jeans and the way she dressed and the big hoop earrings. What type of woman wear that? She ain't no Dominican. She ain't no Hispanic. You know what she is.
That is not a coincidence with the tore up jeans too. The holes in the jeans. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, brother, licking her tongue out. She's finding pleasure in talking about this. Licking her fucking tongue out. Y'all gotta pay attention to what's going on, man.
Hey.
This is a part of the fucking agenda. This is a part of the agenda. I'm sorry, man. But fantastic. I can't read no more, man. Unless you.
Hey, I'm with you, man. Yeah. Hey.
I'm done with that fucking article right now. But let this be a lesson to you. When we talk about they coming for your kids, when we said this shit over a year ago, 2 years ago, we wasn't joking, man. This shit is happening in real time. And if you don't look up with some of you brothers that has nieces and nephews, some of them that you have kids, some of them you may even have grandchildren, this is the shit they're going to be teaching them in school, man. And it ain't just the public school system. This is a private school.
Private.
That you spend $50,000 to $55,000 a year for your child to attend. So if they're going to put it in a school that you paying for them to go to, of course they're going to put it in the public school system. This is what we call a microcosm.
Test run. Like you say, it's a test run. They do this all the time to where they pick certain regions, they pick certain areas to run have a trial run of whatever new curriculum they want to do, and to see the reactions of the students and the parents, like you said. And again, man, like you said, out in California, the shit they got the shit they got cooking up out of there, man. And it's no coincidence too. This is New York City. They said Manhattan area. So those are the two biggest hubs of this, liberal ideology, and the alphabet crew. You can't go there and have anything negative to say about those people. That you will literally get ran up out of town. You know what I'm saying? You will literally not be able to open a business. You won't have a job. You won't have any of those things if you dare just simply speak out. And like you said, it's nothing we're saying here that's wrong here. Nothing we're saying here is hate speech. We're talking about the protection of children here. Okay. And again, if this would not be okay, as it should not, and again, let me make this clear, as in, I'm not saying that it should be okay. I'm saying the exact opposite, that it would be diabolical, despicable, disgusting, and that dude should have some very, very, let's say, harsh things did to him if he wished to do so, involving sexual conversations or sexual lessons to a child. It should be the same standard across the board. You don't get to jump to the point of where you're talking to 6 and 7 year olds about masturbations and clitorises and erections, okay, in a classroom setting, just because you're a woman or because you know what I'm saying, you like people of the same sex.
I'm gonna tell you, man, if you ever curious about who's in power, it's the people it's the class that you can't talk about.
Yep.
That alternative lifestyle people and shit like that, even these motherfuckers that's about to add that P to the end of that LGBTQ shit.
Yep.
Those are the protected motherfuckers, man. And unfortunately, man, look, when you hear a black woman sit up there and talk about we are the least protected, they even use clips of out of context of Malcolm X. Because I'm gonna tell you something, Malcolm X was not talking about you hoes. Let's get this straight off the gate. You talking about the least protected person on this planet are young black children, particularly young black boys, because these single mothers teach their daughters the game and they hide it from their sons. This is what's going on behind closed doors. I listened to Brother T. Hassan Johnson, who did a premiere earlier today, and about the guy the actor that played in the movie Superfly, the remake of it, and how his mother lied to him all those years about his father. How his mother knew a man for 1 month on Tinder and married the man. If y'all think of bullshit, go check out Dr. T. Hassan's channel. Go back and look at his last upload, man. This shit is common amongst young black men. Now, I'm not going to harp on that too much. I'm going to bring up some more sick shit for you. And I'm pretty sure you motherfuckers have seen it. And this shows that it's not out of context. These motherfuckers telling you exactly what they're going to do, man. And look at them in the face, man. You can tell the motherfuckers are fucked up in the head, man. A bunch of goddamn sickos. Listen, I say it again. There's no hatred toward people in their sexual preference. Your sexual preference and your escapades should be reduced to the comforts of your motherfucking home. But when you get out this bitch at these parades and shit, and you got dildos fucking super glued to a hard hat and you dance around naked, and that is a mental disorder. When you talk about kids and anything having to do with sex, that shit is a mental disorder. Motherfuckers act like y'all don't see it. Anytime you see a child, man, you remember I called this shit out on Instagram by the motherfucker in my city, and they went crazy with this dancing. You know, these motherfuckers ain't got on no clothes. My two city girls. That's what she had in the caption. My two city girls. You're seeing children out here, man, bouncing it and popping it open and doing all this other crap on social media. Like Fantastic say, the test run. No, this shit is not a test run anymore. This shit is actually coming to fruition. Single motherhoods breed more single mothers and a deep-rooted resentment for men. There we go. Let's pull up our video of the day, fellas. And pull this motherfucking bullshit up here. If y'all think it's a goddamn game, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you exactly what they're doing. You there, Fantastic?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Fair use.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Let's go. Check it out. Check out the weirdo.
As we celebrate Pride and the progress we've made over these...
Now, you can't look at this motherfucker and tell me he ain't batshit crazy and a fucking weirdo.
Past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you.
What are the equal rights that they seek to have? I'm curious.
They don't want equal rights. They want exception. And they want exception and they want superiority. And like you said, it's funny, right? They did an article back in 2019 as to where they were talking about the overrepresentation. Remember, we no longer have the masculinity, and especially from a black male standpoint, of fatherhood and you know, black masculinity. What they have now, they're always going to put up the alternative lifestyle dude. And they were actually talking about way back, this 2 years ago now, that's where they had overrepresentation of the LGBT community, and they were trying to get an increased representation for the T people. Mind you, if everyone was to understand and know, if you guys don't already know this, T people make up less than 1% of the population. People, they lie to you and say it's like whatever. It's like 0.006% or something like that. If I did the math last time I checked. So you mean to tell me a person that literally makes up less than less than a tenth of a fucking percentage needs to have all of this representation and be seen on the forefront of prime time television and all this other stuff? Telling you, man, if y'all can't see the agenda, like you said, and the purposeful promotion of this bullshit, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna say a little bit more. I'm definitely not gonna play the whole goddamn thing. This shit is sickening to me, man. I had to bring my fucking bucket in here, and that's what I was looking on the floor for, because the shit makes me want to fucking puke. Just looking at these motherfucking weirdos, man. And I'm gonna play a little bit more, and he's gonna tell you what he's here for. He's going to tell you the agenda.
You think we're sinful?
You are.
You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened.
That's another thing. Let me stop. Frightened about what?
Thank you. There's no such thing as homophobia. There's no such thing as transphobia. This is another fucking major media fucking propaganda and bullshit they're putting out here. But look, bro, bro, the fact of the matter that you like, you know, stuff poles in the wrong holes, brother, that don't make me scared at all. That's your business. I don't give a damn.
But that's like I said before, like you just said too, it's propaganda, man. It's a way to shame you into empathizing with whatever struggle these motherfuckers got. And I don't see no struggle that they have. All the struggle I see is when they go over there and try to smack a man on the ass or try to come at a man and the man ready to whoop the motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the only goddamn struggle I see these motherfuckers have, and they getting laws passed. Meanwhile, black motherfuckers still up here goddamn ready to trying to defund the police and attack a man for saying the N-word. These motherfuckers getting legislation
at the presidential level, GMB, again, before he even got in office. What was promised? First 100 days. And then they finally gave you niggas another federal holiday that everybody gonna get off. And y'all dancing in the streets.
That stupid motherfucker, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Shout out to brother Bozeman for the 20-piece, man. I salute to you, my brother. Power of Offense, man. Another brother that I've grown to find in these spaces, man. Y'all go check him out. His channel is pretty good. It's called The Power of Offense, man. Moderators, if you don't mind, put it in the chat room. Let's get my brother up to at least 1,500, 2,000 subs, man, very quickly here. But I'm gonna play a little bit more of this shit so y'all can hear this motherfucker and tell you exactly what he's doing.
You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked?
Hold on, you heard that, right? Did everyone hear what he just said? You think we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked? Check out what he tell you next.
Funny, just this once. You're correct.
You're correct.
And look at his, like you said, look at his facial expression, man. Look at this crazy ass way this dude made his face when he said the shit. And again, this is the first time too. Oh, that's another thing too, GMB. Remember how we always say that we make sure we put emphasis. Agenda. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. They're telling you, they're laughing in your face, telling you that, yeah, hey, there is an agenda. And not only is there an agenda, he's gonna tell you the rest. Well, he just told you the rest.
He's gonna finish telling you.
He finished telling you.
Gonna reiterate it. And shout out to Red Sings the Blues. I think Red was the first one I seen play this goddamn video. All right.
will convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep him from disco, warn about San Francisco, make him wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children.
Y'all don't see that? You still don't see this shit? This shit don't exist, huh? Oh yeah, man. You know, women all cold and out of order. Meanwhile, this shit is brewing right underneath your motherfucking feet. This shit is going on in real time, gentlemen. I don't know how. Shout out to Ice Turtle, man. Salute, brother Ice, with the 10 spot. My brother Daniel Baxter, man. Appreciate the 5-piece, man. Salute to you, my brother. Glad y'all could be here, man.
Hey, they saying turn up your mic, GMB. They say you sound low.
Oh, I'm low. Hey, motherfucker. Yeah. If y'all can hear me better, I'm serious, man. This is the shit that's brewing underneath your feet. I don't want to hear no more. I'm sorry.
That's all we needed to hear, GMB. Again, like you said, them doubling down and telling you and admitting to everything that all of us crazy, over aggressive, phobic, angry black men have been talking about for years. You know what I'm saying? I was saying this shit before I even think about having a YouTube account, man. I was saying this on Facebook, and people was, oh man, it ain't this, ain't you tripping, man. You don't want, and I'm just like, man, what are you fucking, bro? I got kids, bro. You shut the hell up talking to me. I got children. It's my job as a fucking father to fucking eliminate all enemies, all threats, foreign and fucking domestic, okay? When it comes to my kids, bro. So anytime I see anything as a man, as a father, I'm supposed to have that masculine frame that's able to look and detect and make a fucking plan and everything possible to keep my children out of harm's way.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, man, Zeke was asking for the cash out. For the brothers that's in here, I mentioned it earlier. Everything that you guys donate to me today will be split in half with Mr. Fantastic. And I appreciate you fellas for tuning in. We got over 218 people in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all like the stream. Do you want to open it up? Or you good, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, definitely, man. Get the brothers in here, man, because I think we definitely need to get the brothers, for whatever time you got available, man. To have their say on it, especially like say the fathers, and like I said, it ain't just the fathers. You got uncles, you got godfathers, you got mentors and stuff like that. So yeah, man, definitely. If you want to open it up, man, I'm for it.
Okay, then, fellas, the link is in the chat. Feel free to come join. Put it out there, man. It's something that needs to be talked about a whole lot more. We got to be careful with some of the verbiage now. We can't be up this bitch on some just dropping F-bombs and P-words and stuff. We can't do that. But we can definitely talk in all codes and get it out there, man, and make sure that everybody understand exactly where we're coming from.
And definitely, man, let me give a shout out to GMB, man. I hope you guys appreciate this brother, man, because his message has stayed the same since I seen him, man. Hey, his message stayed the same, and in spite of YouTube having this pushback and trying to penalize him and silence him, he continues, and is devoted to, man, giving a real message of masculinity out here to black men that we need. Okay, this is what's lacking. So you guys better, man, keep continuing to support this brother, man. He's been an A1 day one supporter of me, man, always. And like his message has always been the same, bro. And this is what we need, bro. And like I said, if y'all hadn't seen him, bro, I done seen him even in his real life on this Instagram. This ain't just for show, bro. This man is a leader of men, bro, in a very, very dangerous profession. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, we need more brothers like GMB, man, and the brothers that are willing to take these arrows and face the fire and say what a lot of people are afraid to say. Like you said, there's a way and to do any and everything. And that's why I say, man, he's one of the very few brothers on here that will get into these very controversial and risky topics to deliver this message that needs to be heard, man. So Hey man, shout out to GMB, man. As always, bro.
Well, that means a lot. You remember I was rocking with you when you had like 300 subs.
Most definitely, man. Before that, even before the 300, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. It's an honor to be here.
We got brother Abdullah, man. Your mic muted, but you can go ahead and drop it on there, man. And brother JoJo. Go ahead, Abdullah.
What's going on, brother GMB? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good, brother.
All right. What's going on with you, bro? What's going on with you, Mr. Fantastic?
You got it, fam. What's up with you?
Man, good, man. Doing good, man. Hey, listen, man. Far as this show, man, this particular subject, this is definitely needed to be had, man. Because far as that Lil Nas X, man, I remember a couple years ago when I had took my son to this arcade place and they were playing that Old Town Road song, and I noticed all these children started immediately dancing to it. And I remember just looking at my son, and my son didn't show no expression. He didn't dance to it. He didn't do anything, you know, to indicate that he liked the song. And I remember asking my son, like, son, you gonna dance to it? He just shook his head and said no. And then he ran off playing. And I remember just started smiling because I'm like, man, you know, my influence is greatly on my son. And that's something for me that is valuable more than anything else in this world. Absolutely. Because, you know, this whole gay agenda, man, is totally out of hand. And I'm with you, brothers. I'll be damned if I allow this so-called alphabet people to have that much influence over my child more than me. I kill and die for mine. But the main important aspect I take from it is just being active and involved. And you know how I get down, GMB, man. You know, I'm always for men first. And when you say man first, you represent yourself first and foremost. Because as men, the most important influence our children, especially our sons, should have is us. And I'll be damned if I be a father out here raising a son that I ain't got no influence. So these conversations, bro, truly needs to continue to be had. And if we got to sacrifice ourselves, man, to the point where we quote unquote cancel, hey, brother, I'm willing to stand with y'all in that fight. Real talk.
The thing is about it too, man, Abdullah, man, brothers have to kind of galvanize behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for us to get on these, you know, get on YouTube and talk about it and shit like that. But I mean, there's going to be something that you do every day that's going to affect some sort of change, man. We got to be the change agents, man. It's as far as men, dog, and the attack on masculinity, it's getting terrible. It is. It's almost out of hand. But we focus too much on the females and their behavior instead of focusing on our children and the agendas that's trying to fucking eradicate masculinity. Whether it's social media, it could be reality television. All that shit plays a role in what's going on with us right now, man. It's all an attack on masculinity, dude. No way around it.
I totally agree. And this is why we as men, especially brothers, we got to stop caring what these women say and think, man. Because they're going to say and think of what they want anyway. I mean, think about it. All this angst and animosity a lot of these sisters got towards brothers, and in reality, they truly hate themselves. Because I ain't did shit to you as a brother. You know, so whatever relationship you may have had with your father prior to, or whatever relationship you had with men prior to, don't put that bullshit out on me and all brothers as a whole, because we ain't your problem. And as far as us working behind the scenes, absolutely. We have to do this continuously, day in and day out. And you know, I work behind the scenes with a lot of brothers because there are way more brothers, man, that actually agree with our premise more so than what we see on a day-to-day basis on social media. And that's pretty much all I got to say, bro, because I'm doing some cleaning right now. But I just wanted to just let you know, GMB, you always got my support, bro. Mr. Fantastic, I'm definitely going to follow you on your channel. And may you brothers, man, continue to do y'all thing, man. Man,
appreciate you,
bro.
Appreciate you.
Hi, Abdullah. Yo, what's up, GMB, man? I said this in the chat, man. Yo, I'm watching the NBA Finals, right? And all the commercials I am watching got every agenda for the alphabet community and a womanist movement right now. You cannot make this up.
And that's what I'll be saying in real time. But you know, most people ain't even gonna pay it any attention. Oh, they really ain't, man. Every day it's getting progressively worse, and ain't nobody saying nothing.
I just got off the phone now. I have a lesbian cousin of mine, right? Me and her grew up together, but she was basically gonna be like that anyway. That was just in her nature. But even she's calling out this agenda, like man, like she's like, I know who I was when I was even a teenager, but I'm not agreeing with how they try to force it down these people's throat. Like I'm not in public trying to tell people like you better accept me for who I am, all this good stuff like that. Hell, she said she don't even hang out with other LGBT people because they do that type of stuff with her.
Yeah, man. But the thing is about it, most people who are part of the alphabet community who are really just just trying to survive and just do their thing in peace. They don't agree with this flaming homosexual shit with these motherfuckers with these pride parades. Bruh, I kid you not. I don't know. Fantastic probably seen the video of this motherfucker with a flag inside of an aquarium with a mermaid bottom on. That shit.
What the fuck?
Man, I didn't even see that one.
Man, hey, check it out, bro. If I find it, I'm gonna send it to you. I promise you. Man, that shit was ridiculous. Big ass fucking like a big ass fucking land whale, man, with the pride flag and shit in the aquarium. Couldn't even breathe in that motherfucker. Couldn't even hold the flag straight. I said, man, what the fuck is going on here, man?
Man, this is bizarro land. Hey, what's up? Good. What's good, Ice? What's good, Red Supreme? What's up, Mr. Fantastic Hood Servitive, Little Big Nate Dog? What's up, gentlemen?
You got
what's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, Mr. O? Salute.
Okay, man, I tell you what, man, I just take it in order, man. What's going on, Red? You there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. What's up?
Okay, what's happening, bro?
What's happening, man? I saw you, man. Yeah, I wasn't the first one, but it was talked about in different communities, so I had to touch on it. But yeah, I'm look, listen, man. I'm a part of the entertainment industry, so I already know what goes on in the boardrooms and everything. So it's like I wish I could tell you, but that's NDA disclosed. But I mean, for me, I said I did get some what was it? I did get a few offers from black media, corporate black media to work for it. I actually had to refuse them because I already knew that this agenda was, it was there and it wouldn't feel right to me to take that money anyway. I said, look, listen, although it's good money, I have to decline this. Like, cause I already saw, the companies that were making these shows and talking about this stuff. I said, yeah, I'm not doing this. And, the one thing that I don't even fear is one day my channel being found out and them actually having to go into the boardrooms and saying that it's either you shut down your channel or you're fired. I said, yeah, I'll quit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I already knew that I was going down this road anyway. So I got nothing to lose at this point.
I tell you what, shout out. I can't remember the brother's name from the television show, The Shy. The brother, he was a popular character on there, man. They tried to talk him into doing, a same-sex scene. He told them, fuck them. And he quit the show.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the brother's name, man, but shout out to him.
Yeah. And it was, and they do that too. And it's like, some guys aren't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they like there was a show that I did. And the guy who was straight, right? The director said, hey, we're going to do a gay scene. And he literally said, no, like, I'm not, I got a girlfriend, man. And, I felt his pain because it's like, bro, it's either your career or it's either, your profession, your passion, what you love to do, or the agenda. And it's like, bro, you can't force this stuff down people's throats. And not even that. You can't force somebody to do something that they don't want to do. So like I said before, like listen, man, you see me growing. So there's going to be that one day where, and I think this is why, independent, black media, like black men's media is really important because the stuff that you see now, like, don't even think about the mainstream black media. That's corrupted. You know what I'm saying? What you're seeing, like what you saw on the BET Awards, that's literal corruption. You know what I'm saying?
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, like you want to change black media. Now we got to really do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to really put our money together and really keep our channels really going. You know what I'm saying? Like, not enough of these petty beefs.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give a shout out to the Cash House, man. I said a few months back, man. I said, man, look, it's to the point it's time to goddamn put your money where your mouth is. Not just saying financially. I was saying in a figurative sense. guys that have over 1,000 subscribers, man, you can share people's videos. When somebody is speaking to something that relates to you, some information that needs to be heard, and you feel like men need to hear it, it could be even two of your favorite content creators maybe collabing. You have me and Fantastic today. It could be Nate and Red tomorrow. It could be Hood Conservative and Mr. O or Ice tomorrow. You never know, man. But share the videos, man. Whether it's on say Facebook, because some of y'all afraid to rattle the cages, just like afraid to talk about this bullshit right here.
Not me. Not me. When I share it on Facebook, I get in Facebook jail for 30 to 60 days.
Yeah, shit. Because my like I said, man, guys, when I really started taking this shit seriously, I lost what I thought were friends and family, but there was a bunch of so-called friends and family. But then I turn around a year and a half later, now they come and telling me, man, I apologize. You was right. You were right.
Mm-hmm.
You were right.
They agents. Look, everybody, I hate to say it, is an agent like Mr. Smith. I hate to say it. They are funded, emotionally invested in these agendas because that will make them feel good. Until the referral wears off, this is what they want to come back and apologize because they fell for hook, line, and sinker the bullshit.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna give a shout out to Mr. Zeke. I appreciate the 15 spot. I think he sent that for you, Fantastic. My brother Baker, man. I don't like calling your full name. If y'all want to put your YouTube name in the comment, I know exactly who to shout out. But brother Baker, man, I appreciate the 10 spot. D Flim, man, Rich Gang up in this bitch with the 20 spot, man. I appreciate you, my brother. # men first. Mr. Zeke again. Salute to the message with the 15 spot, man. I appreciate y'all, brothers. Y'all showing out here today. Like I said before, for the guys that don't have Fantastic's Cash App. Half of the proceeds that y'all donate today will go to Mr. Fantastic and his contributing him for being on the platform. I appreciate it. Ice, you got the floor, man.
Right. What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Good.
What up?
You got it, bro. What's going on with you?
Salute, sir.
Not much, man. Indeed. It's just, what we basically are looking at has always been a war on masculinity since the beginning of time. I mean, what you're basically seeing right now, we're gonna talk friendly but in code. This is basically the prelude to the Sodom and Gomorrah agenda. That's actually the new world order. You know what I mean? Essentially, if you look at it, it's violence. All you see is violence and perversion. And that basically has the attention of the children. Why is that? Because it creates chaos and confusion. And basically, the adults are basically rocked to sleep. Got their minds in useless knowledge, like sports scores, Kardashians, or whatever. Necessarily don't really even pay attention to television, stuff like that. But just as far as what's happening right now, it's just I think it's imperative, for men to really, focus on their path, what they're supposed to be doing, and being vigilant and being prepared.
I agree, man. I think, man, but I'm saying though, let me ask you something, Ice. How much of this actually falls back on the conditioning of being raised by women? Just curious.
It's heavy. It's heavy. Because if you look at it in one aspect, we all know what we, come in contact with. And I'm sure these women, knew the type of guys they, spread their bodies to or shared their bodies with. They were basically track stars. Yeah. They were
She'll run to a track star.
They were dope fiends, dusties, losers, irresponsible. Why is that? Because, what you see that as the modern day feminists of today, right? They have that God complex. They feel as though they can. It's kind of like it's not the God complex of the God of the Most High, but it's just more so the God of perversion. Yeah. That's why you can see them. They could be married to women 2 years ago, and then want to deal with men, but still confused. See, what you're dealing with right now is no different from back then. They're still just as entitled, still just as recalcitrant, as far as just being difficult, unbearable at best. A lot of the messages that I've heard as of recent from the SY, was it? I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but I'm trying to throw that before I did, draw any controversy, but those brothers, as far as their arguments, their talking points, it's starting to make sense. As far as what you're coming across is I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, for me, I have the means, but I don't have the time. See, I'm not looking at if I, interact with something, within that space, and it's like, damn, I lost some money. That's just a drop in the bucket. It's time. That's the thing which you essentially work for. Any man that's really on his purpose, he's worked to basically get his time back.
Yeah. All right. Shit, fantastic. I don't know. Hey, man, the back chatted. Y'all, fantastic. Fell out for a minute, or Hood Conservative. I tried to bring Hood Conservative back up, but I guess he might be busy. But let me know if y'all brothers want me to bring you back up, man. I mean, I know y'all muted or whatever.
Again, I just seen a new commercial during the NBA Finals about has-been R&B singers trying to reestablish a buzz with a new TV show called Queens during the NBA Finals.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And everybody thinking I be bullshitting. I told you it's in real time, brothers. This shit is happening in real time, man. All you got to do is turn on the television. All right, I'm gonna go to Brother Nate, man. How you doing, Nate? Go subscribe to Lil Big Nate's channel. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all that, but go ahead and check him out, man. What's going on, Nate?
What GMB, man? It's a pleasure. It's my second time being on your platform, sir. I appreciate you letting me up here. To all the gentlemen, my man, Mr. O, good to see you again.
Good to see you too, sir.
Good to see you. No, I'm not familiar with you, and man, Mr. Fantastic, well known. Good to see you, bro.
What's going on, bro? What's up with you?
What up, man? Ooh, bro. Let me take you back to 2014, right? We talk about how horrible this scourge of their push to promote a way of life that sets you at variance with your biological design, all right? Because that's what it is. You are being encouraged to act against the way you were designed. If you were to use a spoon to try to take a transmission out, you would fail. If you used a saw to perform open heart surgery, you would fail. You'd kill the patient. You're supposed to use any tool the way it was designed in order to be successful. The same thing is for us. We are tools. We are mechanical objects created by the Creator to do certain tasks, right? And these people who choose to live in complete opposition to their biological design, they should be free to do it, but it should not be promoted and advocated on behalf of by these liberal leftist elites. Okay. Now I want to take you back to 2014. There was a show on HBO called True Blood. Some of y'all might be familiar with it. I didn't really watch it. It was heavy with the gay stuff. Heavy, really heavy. With the
R.I.P. Son Ellis. Yeah, but yeah, I remember that show. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Really heavy with the LMNOP stuff. That's what I call them, LMNOPs. All right.
He's about to make a good point.
There was a guy named Luke Grimes. All right. I dropped the link in the chat. Luke Grimes was an actor, young white guy on there, a heartthrob to the ladies. He was a big deal on the show. And they had told him, we want you to do a LMNOP scene. He refused. He said, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do this. Again, a show that has a ton of LMNOP people, particularly black Draculas, doing all sorts of, LMNOP stuff on the show. That wasn't enough. They got to put us at the forefront of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't enough to have a bunch of LMNOP black men doing sick shit all over the show. They had to encourage this white dude, Luke Grimes, to do it too. Now, the link I put in the chat was an article written. Let me read to you the article. This is 2014, y'all. True Blood actor. This is a different actor talking about Luke Grimes on the show.
Hey, you want to share it so we can pull it up?
Yeah, I put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat again. My bad. I'll put it in the. Oh, you want me to share it? Share it. Okay, I'll do that. My bad.
Yeah, you can
let me pull it up real quick.
I'll pull it up there.
No problem. No problem. Here we go. All right, GMB. There you go, bro.
Okay, there it is. All right.
They said that this man, because he wouldn't kiss and simulate sex with another man, was anti-gay. So I'm a biological man who likes women, and because I won't engage in this sick shit, I'm now anti-gay. Think about that shit, dog. Think about how nefarious these motherfuckers are. Okay? Laverne Cox, a very famous transformer, a man that tells the world that he's a woman, okay, in 2019 said, quote, I go on these dating apps and these men are interested in me until they find out I'm a transformer. If you don't want to date transformer men/women, you're a transphobe and you're a bigot.
What?
That's what she said. You can Google it right now. If you're a man and you change your mind on a transformer after you find out they're a man, you're a bigot.
Oh, that's some shit.
Yes.
Hey, let me chime in for 1 second. K Hofton, man, I appreciate the sponsorship, man. Salute to you, my brother. Men first. Go ahead and finish your point there, Nate. I gotta pull
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dog, that's my point, man. You're gonna be shamed if you don't either advocate or promote being with these people. If you're a natural biological man, they are calling you a bigot if you opt not to want to engage these people. Mr. Fantastic had a whole stream about some young nigga, that nigga with the dreads or something like that. He had braids or dreads. He was on there advocating, saying, oh, this is just like sleeping with a woman. There's no difference. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with sleeping with
what?
Ask Mr. Fantastic about it. Ask him.
Yo, I could actually say this though. You see who they be targeting, right, with that agenda. They want the strong black man that's, you know what I'm saying, very so-called quote unquote toxic masculine to be open to dating a transgender. You can't make this shit up.
It's sick, dog. It is so fucking sick, man.
Well, again, like I said, man, if you take the ultimate and the masculine standard of representation of masculinity on the planet and you get him down with the program, everybody else, I mean, you conquered everything. Just how, like, you know, they're still trying to get this, you know, the whole, you know, the vax thing going to, because, you know, too many of us are still understanding what the hell is going on here and refusing it. If you can get the black people down, man, once you conquer the black man, all other men are going to fall behind.
Absolutely.
Again, it's a reason behind it. No matter what you want to say about as far as like a earning standpoint and all these different things. Again, the American black man is the standard of masculinity. Okay, the most popular individuals to ever walk this earth, okay, have been, you know what I'm saying, American black men. Okay, so you just take that as what it is and understand that, man, and protect the shit with all your life.
I say, before I pass it to Hood Conservative, man, it's another brother I be watching, man. His name is Black Intro TV. He got a couple of little channels, man. I'm not sure if y'all familiar.
Yeah, I follow him too. Yep. Him
man.
and Ice Turner right here. Yep.
Black Intro, he always pull up these day naps, man. You know what I'm saying? And these be day naps you probably never heard of before, but he got thousands of women on that motherfucker. And it's obvious that some of them are, you know, fucking robots in disguise. You know, the motherfuckers right there. You can tell. You know, so
more than meets the eye, yes, sir.
And I watch them motherfuckers, man. So so shout out to him, man. Y'all go subscribe. Hood Conservative, you got the floor, brother.
Hey, what's going on? Shout out to everybody on the panel. Thanks for having me up. It's my first time being on your panel, GMB. I'm kind of new to you, actually. I only sort of discovered you in the last couple of months, but you know, you got a strong voice, strong message. So I like what I hear. You know, shout out to all the work you do up here. Appreciate but this whole agenda is like, this is like right up my alley as far as what I cover on my channel. Cause like I kind of made a promise to myself that I didn't want to be the typical talking about women all day channel like you know the Manosphere is sort of known for, because bro, there's so much more crazy stuff going on out in this world. Excuse me, I know I'm outside in the wind. I'm going in just a second, but
you good, bro? You got it.
This agenda is actually coming for the children first, but somebody just said it's this anti-male agenda. And what I come to notice about this whole anti-male thing, especially from the black side of it, is that a lot of things trace directly back to black feminism. And I can't, you know, you can't lay the whole LGBT agenda at the feet of black feminists, obviously. But as far as the black community is concerned, that was the entry point, and so you do have to kind of look at our female counterparts, like, where exactly do you ladies stand in this struggle? Because I've been saying this for a while about the trans agenda, and it's really fascinating to see. Even on the left, they have a little civil war. There's a thing called a TERF, a trans exclusionary radical feminist, which is a radical feminist. You know, she hates men just like all the other girls, but she also hates the men who wear dresses. And the men who wear dresses are running the show over there, so they're kicking them out. And so I'm watching this, bro. It's so funny, but it's not. It's funny, but it's really not, because I'm watching this play out, and I'm looking at it like
a lady in Europe, in England, got arrested for that. If I remember right, right?
I'm not sure about arrested, but J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, a giant. She's a liberal icon. Like most of these purple hair motherfuckers, Harry Potter is the only book they ever read, and they got mad at her because she doesn't support the idea of trans ideology, however you want to phrase it. And so, like, it's really a thing. And so I'm watching this play out, and then I kind of come to the conclusion, like, you know what? Push come to shove, you know, win, lose, or draw, I'll take my chances fighting off a grown man in a dress. How many ladies can say the same, though? Because that's who's really going to be in threat. That's who they're really coming for. They're not trying to take my spot and replace me with a transgender. They're trying to take her spot and replace her with a transgender. And so that's why I kind of look at black women like, y'all don't notice that they coming for y'all?
No, because
Like,
they
okay.
race traders. You can't deal with a race trader.
Yeah, and the agreeability as well, man. See, the thing is about it, you soften them up just like some tough meat. Me, I'm from the South. Before I put some meat on the grill, before I put my steak on the grill or something,
Tenderize it.
You damn right. I tenderize it. I beat it. I take that fork and I goddamn soften it up real good. Then I season it real good. That's what they've done to the black community. That's what they've done to the black family. Me and Fantastic talked about it earlier. They had to ostracize the father from the home. That was in turn going to raise more effeminate, weak, undisciplined, out of order children, particularly males. So that's going to make them easier to control. Okay, then you came with this whole, feminist movement, strong and independent, don't need no man. So now you turn them completely against the man. So now you're gonna substitute that by weakening up the children just enough to accept this alternative lifestyle crap. And now it makes them easier for them to come into your school, into the schools and stuff. Put this shit on TV every day. 4% of these people, and just like Fantastic said, the T people is less than 1%. Why in the fuck is it on every television show? Why is it they even indoctrinating this shit into cartoons and anime and shit now? It's a reason.
Okay, can I chime in, GMB?
Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Yes, sir. My son's studying to become a mixed martial artist. He wants to fight in the UFC. So we have the ESPN package UFC. We watch the Friday night fights. I'm sorry, no, it's called Fight Night. They come on Saturday nights. And, we occasionally get a pay-per-view or go see it out at a restaurant. So when we're watching those, the fight nights, routinely on a UFC fight, the most masculine shit you can imagine, hand-to-hand combat, full contact, every part of your body you can pretty much use almost. And we're looking at homosexual and trans commercials between the streams, between the rounds and the fights on UFC. We're watching this shit. And me and my son look at each other like, why in the hell are they playing LMNOP and Transformer commercials on a UFC fight? It's everywhere, dog. Everywhere. This shit.
Did you see the female UFC fighter who had to fight a trans woman and she got her head cracked, like literally skull fracture?
Yeah, it was UFC?
I don't know if it was UFC.
It was MMA. No. It was MMA, and yeah, she fractured somebody's eye socket, their orbital bone.
Yes.
And then they made an excuse and they tried it because Joe Rogan is outspoken as he is. He was vehemently against it because and it's been proven. And this is the funny thing about it too, man. And we start seriously have this conversation. For whatever reason, these people get to challenge science proven science and make up their own science that's not proven, that's been disproven, and for the sake of just public acceptance or being PC or whatever else in the hell, you can't state actual science, because if and when you do, then you're being phobic. And like you said, this man, that's what it is, a man,
yes,
or a woman, and bro, you have no chance. You just don't. And the funny thing about it is, you have women complaining now, because now I know you guys seen this big ass whatever this is about to be in the Olympics, and bro, they're telling women out here, hey man, oh, you want to be a Olympic weightlifter? Well, just go ahead and retire. Either
yeah, there's that white dude. That white dude
you
is
have no
competing in
chance.
the women now. Weightlifting. Yeah.
40,
Well,
listen,
guess
like
who?
you said, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, guess who holds the world weightlifting record, or maybe not the world, but the weightlifting record, at least in Britain, for females. It's a black man. There's a rapper named Zuby,
who's now a transformer.
No, he did it as a joke. Actually, he's totally on the right. But he
really?
just,
Wow. Okay.
As a goof, he filled out the forms as a woman and entered a weightlifting competition, and now he's a world record. He's like a champion over there or something.
Wow.
Like, this is where we are now. It's funny. It's a joke.
Andrew Baker, he brings up a good point. It's the same thing we talk about all the time. These women fought for these gays, man.
Yes, especially black women.
It ain't no hating women bullshit going on. We gotta be honest. Fantastic. No, I've said this shit for several years now. Black women fight harder for alternative lifestyle, homosexuality, than they do for their own kids. They damn sure fight for it harder than they do for masculinity, traditional masculinity.
GMB said this repeatedly, and I agree with this wholeheartedly. I said this before, and he was the first person I heard say this other than me, and I this is why I don't know anything about him or YouTube. If black women cared about straight black men and cared about and respected straight black men as much as they do alternative lifestyle black men, man, we rule the world.
Oh wow!
No ifs, ands, and buts about it.
We'd have that 80% marriage rate back.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. Married or not, it just to respect. If black women held the straight black man in the level of esteem and respect, just that alone, you know what I'm saying? No relationship needed, but just the respect they did for the alternative lifestyle, like you said, man. Just look at them when they're out and about with you know what, GMB, and damn, man, this is crazy. This is why I love having these conversations. So you know how you see, you know what I'm saying, the girls out, and then they have that one, dude with them, and everybody's just laughing and kikiing and happy and whatnot, what have you. Man, do you know I see more happiness with them with, a whole bunch of girls, or just them in a gay dude, versus I see dudes as actual couples, man and woman. Dude be walking around, man, head down, you know what I'm saying, trying to make it. And you when they get around, one of these dudes that like dudes, bro, they ear to ear.
Hey, I'll tell you something that'll fuck you up even more. Be a heterosexual man and go over there and try to approach one of those females that's in that group with that one transformer. Go over there.
Why would I?
Oh yeah. Once I see you hanging out with them, I ain't interested though.
Yeah, but
bro, hell yeah.
No, I'm just saying, be the guy that go over there and try to say one of those things to those females. You know how niggas love pussy, man. You just give a damn about that transformer. They gonna go to that one.
Hey, exactly. Hell, y'all talking about y'all talking about the nigga going over there to talk to the women. Hell, some of these niggas out here talking to the transformer.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to even be a part of that circle. Look at the Cardi B shit. Slip you a Mickey and let the trans person do his thing on you. Like, nah, I'm not with none of this shit. I don't want to be a part of that crew.
That's great. And also, GMB, be mindful that these are the same women who will not stop complaining that there's no good black men, but you're advocating for and celebrating men that are interested in men. That make sense.
They've been actually talking about it, man. They want to have children by bisexual men.
Oh,
they want to have girl besties. Not to cut you off, Hood Surfer, but I'm gonna say this and I'll let you have it, bro. Think about it. I talked about the agents around this motherfucker, man. And this is in all these spaces. These moles that they put out there to push propaganda. This is what they're doing. Just like you go to these different women's spaces now, all they're talking about is white men and the love for white men and all this other bullshit, man. Ages, bro. They pushing this shit. And then you go to another channel. Now they talking about, well, I respect a homosexual or transgender man more than I do a heterosexual black man. He's a dusty if he's not making X amount of dollars every day. He ain't building shit. And let's say it's a whole bunch of propaganda and bullshit being shoved on people until they believe that about black men. It's turning other women against straight heterosexual men.
And GMB, don't forget the if you're pregnant with a black boy, abort him movement too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, man. I mean,
well, you got to understand a lot of this actually it's a part of the plan in a certain kind of way, and it makes perfect sense if you're thinking with like the evil part of your soul, because if you truly hate men, if you truly believe in the concept of something like a patriarchy, one, would you not also raise your son to be less masculine so he could be less of a member of the patriarchy? And also, would you not promote all of these sexually compromising lifestyles so he can mentally be confused about his place in the world and his place in the patriarchy? If look at the new phenomena, which I take a little bit of personal offense to. When I see a gay couple, 2 women raising a young black boy. That is the new format of the black family. And that shit just offends me to no end, because it's like, first of all, they define family outside of a man. A family includes the woman, the children, and whomever she, whatever adult she wants to give herself to. But no man is actually included in that definition. And so, like, when you believe all of these things, it makes perfect sense to ally with the homosexual community and the effort to tear down patriarchy. It makes total sense to emasculate your boys so they can never become the men that you never wanted to deal with in the first place. All of this is actually very logical behavior if you're an evil motherfucker.
But Hoodservative, don't forget the documentary is about to come out of the 2 white lesbians out of either Washington State or California that got into an argument and ran their Suburban filled with sick adopted black children off a cliff and killed them all.
Yep.
Don't forget that.
I tell you something else, man, to touch on what Hoodservative just said too, before we get too far away from it. Let's not forget that's what Black Lives Matter premises was actually built on.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, let's not forget that. We seek to destroy the patriarchal nuclear family. We support our gay and trans and LGBTQ, TPP, whatever alphabet.
And they never mentioned, like you said, they said they wanted to destroy the nuclear family. And that was just the second iteration, because it was even more I guess forthright and straightforward back in, I want to say, was it 2018 or 2017? And they did the same thing they ended up doing this time. When people start calling it out, they revamped their page and they changed their mission statement. So again, man, like you said, they're simply doing these stress tests for society to see just how far they can push and people stop pushing back. And unfortunately, man, like you said, Black Lives Matter generated over 10 billion people, $10 billion. Google it. Just Google BLM 10 billion. And when you see all of where the money, the majority of the things that they gave the money to, and remind you that what, like GMB said, somehow the most of the donations and organizations and charities that give money to are quote unquote trans organizations. But how do you mean to tell me the people that are getting the biggest cut out of this $10 billion are the people that represent the least, one of the smallest demographics in this country? And how the hell are you going to tell me that the smallest amount of Black lives matter the most? Make that make sense.
And the most mentally ill. And let's keep in mind, gentlemen, and this is a fact, you can Google it. Medical professionals use the word mortality rate anytime there is an exorbitant amount of death associated with this particular set of circumstances. So when you look up what I'm about to tell you, it's going to say the mortality rate of the transformer, the man that thinks he's a woman or the woman that thinks he's a man. 40% of these people kill themselves.
Yeah.
40, not 14, not 4, 40. Almost half of these people off themselves. Ain't nobody taking their lives. 40% of Transformers kill themselves. This is no bullshit. You can Google it now if you want. And you want to promote this shit to people.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
you see, I thought everybody was on code. Everybody had figured it out. Black Lives Matter was a fucking scam. They fooled you. Like my man say, they took your reparations and bought houses and funneled that shit to the Democratic Party. Okay.
Yes, sir.
They done that shit. But at the end of the day, I thought we were past that. Guess what? When that motherfucker, what he was calling Fantastic, calling the motherfucker a jigaboo, nigger, monkey.
Yeah. He brought out, he dug up all them real old racist words. Like you said, the whole city came out.
Man,
the whole city came out for that shit, man. But
yeah, go ahead, Fantastic.
no, but like you said, the whole city came out for this. Some random racist, nobody ass white dude. And like you said, GMB, yet still you have one woman that's out here teaching children sexual situations, and you have a whole gay man's choir that's telling you, we're going to convert your children, we're going to target them, we're going to make them like us, and niggas just sitting back, you know, twerking and TikToking and all this other bullshit and whatnot, what have you, and just, you know, again, man, enjoying it.
They sound worse than the dudes that came to Loud House talking about they want the dudes that was in Loud House in the Bible. Yep, they worse than them.
And they told him, look, I have daughters. You know, we have women that you can have. What do you want?
No, yeah, we don't want that. We don't want them hoes.
No, we don't want them pretty girls.
No. We don't want that.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. Think about this. And they was out there rapping that man upside the head with a Black Lives Matter flag. You know what I'm saying? Risking going to jail, them damn
exactly.
Self. And Fantastic brought up a great point. Because guess what? If he would have rapped one of them police officers mistakenly, or one of those rocks would have hit one of them motherfucking police officers when they was escorting that man out of there, and when they grabbed their ass up and snatched them up and took them to jail, oh goddamn! You see, this is what we talking about. Goddamn
racism. Yes,
exactly.
GMB. I've talked about this quote. I'm going to quote from Mr. Fantastic's platform. I probably said this 3 or 4 times on mine, and I always give him the credit. I said, I was listening to Mr. Fantastic's one day. He had some guy up there. I don't remember the guy's name, but they were talking about this subject, and the guy said, a day is coming when you and your lady, or you and your wife and your little son or little daughter will be walking down the street, your little 7-year-old son or daughter, and a 35-year-old man's going to walk up to your little boy or girl and proposition them for sex right in front of you. And you ain't going to be able to do shit because they're a protected class. I sat there and I was like, holy shit. This shit sounds completely unreasonable and something that could never happen. Bro, we're headed for this.
Yo, absolutely.
We're headed for this, dog.
That's why we're having this conversation. The thing is about it, nobody wants to have the conversation. No, very rarely will you hear people talk about it. They touch on it a little bit and they get out of there. You know what I'm saying? And this is why this shit is boiling underneath our feet right now. We're so distracted by so many other things. We are rarely talking about what's going on and the shit that's being pushed on and shoved on our damn children.
Dude, they want us to go to war. Because they're not going to stop until there's a fucking civil war, dog. They're just not. You can't have my children. I'm sorry. You just can't. Under no circumstances. Okay? And if you come for them hard enough, dog, it is what it is, man. My niggas need to tool up and just be ready. You know?
You know, I was actually having a conversation with somebody about it was an old SJ. It was this old like SJW type of guy, but we were talking about like race politics and whatnot. And I had to point out to him, I'm like, bro, first of all, even if I was inclined to believe in this white supremacy as heavily as you do, I don't want to go out and try to fight a white man when I can't even raise my children first. Like the same government that is telling me they're out to defend me against white supremacy is also the same government that doesn't want me to raise my children as a black man. Make that make sense.
Wow.
I mean, you got to think, man, once they took discipline out of the schools and all this other bullshit, you already knew what was happening.
Can't even play dodgeball.
Nah.
Fucking boys can't even play dodgeball.
No, you can. I mean, any of the things that made you a masculine young boy growing up and shit, made you toughened you up. That shit is over with, man. You're done, man.
Yep.
Your coach
Exactly.
our coach can't even get on your motherfucking ass no more. You know what I'm saying? I literally, who was that? It was one of the goddamn coaches, man. It might have been Marshawn Lynch. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Say what you want, man. I like Marshawn. Marshawn got on that woman's ass when she came over there. Y'all might have seen the video.
Yeah,
Hey, where's
he
this?
was a
Where's the
coach.
dad? He said, "Where's the father
Yeah.
at? Where's this? Where's like is this dad here? Like why? Like and not the whole and hey, it was a simple thing that happened, a similar thing that happened with the Cam Newton situation. You know, these kids, man, and they're so coddled and they're so protected and they're so entitled to where they think they're on the level and they can go back and forth with grown ass men, bro. You know what I mean? Grown ass men that they're trying to benefit from.
Yo,
This
fantastic.
is the society we live in. What's up, SKC?
What's up, fantastic GMB? I'm gonna be real quick, man. It's just something I had to get off my chest. Man, I know people have been over the last few months, they've been going back and forth on all of the, the political stuff and so forth. That's gonna happen. But my thing is with stuff like this going on, you talking about kids. Wouldn't it make sense for some dudes to just state, hey, yeah, I'll support this, but that's crossing the line. I'm not with that. At the very least, it seems like people should be able to have the decency to be able just to make that statement and say, no, yeah, nah, that's a little bit too far. I mean, what am I wrong on this?
Zero fucking with you in the chat, SKC.
SKC, you know how when the vaccines came out and people first learned you could go without wearing a mask, and even once you get a vaccine, you can take your mask off. That was how it first came out, right? Well, there were a bunch of people who said, I'm afraid to take my mask off because I don't want to be seen as a Trump supporter. Same phenomena. They're afraid to side with what's right because they don't want to be seen as, one of them guys.
But it has nothing to do with that. It's like you should be able to have the common sense to say, you know what, politics, all this, okay, fine. But yeah, I'm not going to step into this whole thing of saying that it's okay to teach kids this or to try to sexualize kids. That's too far.
Well, SKC.
But SKC, can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So this is the thing. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Mr. GMB? This is the thing. We looking at it like most of America is smart. I'm gonna be 100,000. Like most people in America are asleep and just dumb as hell. That's why especially in my generation, like it's downright disgusting what we seeing. You got dudes my age wearing too tight pants and purses and man bags and all this type of shit. I don't expect dudes like that to fight for anything. They took their nuts away. But this is another thing too. You got to look at how society is perpetuating everything. They basically, we get into a point now where masculinity is becoming outlawed. You seeing all these, I ain't gonna say the word, female empowerment people and all these FAGs just pushing their agendas left and right. And this is the thing. Even with them blatantly putting it in niggas' faces, niggas still going, oh, they ain't gonna have it for real. That's satire. This is a joke. This, that. Niggas
go ahead.
Until it's right in the step.
Yeah, I
just
didn't like the gaslighting of I understand people with their various positions or whatnot, but I mean, come on, you don't have to follow a straight lie. Like when I was talking with some people and they were saying this whole thing about, oh man, this stuff ain't being taught in school. It's like, dude, you got videos of it being taught in school. What are you talking about? You got literature and books and stuff.
SKC, I don't know if you know this, and I'm not going to say anybody's name on somebody else's platform, but I had an interaction with a gentleman that is on the left side of the political spectrum, and he told me that he doesn't care. When I brought up there's a problem with 4-year-old girls being in the bathroom with grown men, You know, even I don't have a 4-year-old daughter anymore. She's grown, but I care about your daughters. I care about your mothers, your aunts, your girlfriends. They shouldn't be in there with mentally ill men, whether they're trans or not, because a guy could wake up, some 50-year-old pervert could wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to throw on a wig and some lipstick. I'm a trans today, and I'm going to go look at all your female relatives in the bathroom. Then I'll go in a stall and handle my business. And this gentleman told me on TPOTs that he doesn't care. I don't care. That doesn't affect me.
Exactly.
That's how the niggas on the left think, dog.
Well,
but this is the thing.
The craziest thing about it is, remember, that just happened real time, and it was a major thing out there for whatever that spa was.
Exactly.
Where you had women with their, you know, a day spa, you know, where women go to get their nails
and their
done,
daughters,
and facials,
and their little
and whatnot.
daughters, yes.
Yeah, and their children, their minor children that had a person walk through. You know, I don't know what it is about white dudes and not understanding how towels work, but you know, towel on his shoulder with all his privates out, man, you know, for the world to see, like there's nothing wrong. And then when the people inquired about it and they challenged the people, oh, well, you know, this is just our policy and this and other. And again, these were women now. So again, for you women that don't understand just how, you know, under attack you are and just how serious they are about replacing you and sacrificing you for the sake of their own agenda. And remember, like GMB said, y'all, this is less than 0.00 something percentage of the population. To tell you as a woman that you have no protections of you or your minor child.
But they don't care. This you know what's bad? I want to say this real quick. I'm gonna be quick about it. See, where society moving in now, y'all got to understand the government is implementing a new world order, and basically what all that's gonna include, like I said, you're gonna have all these emasculated ass dudes, but you're gonna basically have what I like to call it's just basically gonna be subjugation of everybody. You got them doing the vaccine thing. They pushing that hard as fuck. You got niggas like Juvenile doing videos about it and stuff like this. What they are doing, they pushing in this new world order. Now, yeah, I know y'all heard of the Georgia guys. So me and Mr. Fantastic talked about this on Ramil's show, but he didn't believe us at first. They want to lower the American population. They want to. That's why you seen all this. That's why you seen all this back and forth with the men and the women. They want to create a big ass divide to where men and women just hate each other. Don't even want to come, you know what I mean, and just have a conversation with each other. And it's slowly leaning towards that. You got America promoting just being a fat fuck, being unhealthy, just basically every dirty thing you could possibly be, they promoting it. And this is another thing too. I tried to tell Ramil a long time ago, because this in the book of Revelations, and whether people believe in the Bible or not, it is what it is. But a lot of stuff in that book is 100% facts. I told Ramil, eventually it's gonna get to a point where niggas that ain't messing with that vaccine, motherfuckers gonna start trying to come to your house and make sure you took it, or if you didn't take it, it's gonna be an issue. Now you got them niggas thinking that they got the right to say, oh, we're gonna send people to your house and knock on your door. This is my thing. I told my girl this too, and my mom and all them. Motherfucker come to my house asking me why I didn't take something, I will exercise my Second Amendment rights. It just is what it is. Like I told her, like this shit is getting to a point of you on one side or the other, and it's just you at that point. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it alone. When you have a motherfucker like Joe Biden, you have 5,000 U.S. soldiers outside the White House. You got that motherfucker gated around. The election was rigged and all this other shit. That lets you know something very fucking evil is going on. You got stuff in the White House. Oh, we can't use gender terms in the White House. A man, a woman. That should let y'all know what the fuck going on. And anybody who's still focused on this bullshit, whether you're a man or a woman, oh, they ain't gonna do this, they ain't gonna do that. You're a fucking idiot. And I got a little brother. One day my mama had called me. She was upset or whatever. So I said, Mama, what's going on? She told me one of my little brother's teachers told him there's no such thing as boy and girl things. My little brother is 5 fucking years old.
Who told him that?
Now, because his daddy, you know what I mean, is a masculine dude and stuff like that, he knows like, oh, that's some bullshit. But it's still like the fact that you as a teacher feel comfortable saying that shit, it's an issue. So, you know, my little brother dad, you know, talked to the teacher, whatever, like, what the fuck going on? And the teacher, this is the thing that fucked me up. The teacher is a straight black dude, right? He told him, I don't even want to tell them this. The school is making me tell them this. If I don't tell them this, they're going to take my job away.
Really?
Wow.
So the fact that they pushing this, it lets y'all know shit about to get messed up. But that's all I wanted to say on that.
Listen, you were talking about the Wii Spa a second ago, and I wanted to mention this before you move too far away from it because people should understand the where we are in culture. That Wii Spa had a protest, right? Conservative, Christian, right wing, family sort of people, all the people that the news calls racist and shit, right? They went out to protest the Wii Spa because obviously you can't have a guy playing with his Franks and Beans in front of little girls in a semi-private place. So, do you know that the Antifa and Antifa is a diverse group? There's not just white people in Antifa, but that's another story. Antifa shows up to the Wii Spa, and they actually beat the shit out of the protesters. All the people who came to protest against the guy walking around naked in front of little girls, Antifa shows up, black bloc with their mask and their all black on and whatever little weapons they can pull up. And I covered this. Actually, somebody kind of came to me and then contracted me to do a video for them on this. So I put it all together, and I just found clip after clip of one, Antifa like forming up, surrounding people and just beating them up. Two, the cops weren't arresting any of them. And then three, when people fought back and defended themselves against Antifa, they got arrested. So you guys got to understand where we are now.
You're working in accord with the police then.
You will be arrested for defending yourself. The gay Nazis have an army now.
Because they have the money and the resources.
Yeah,
Tool up, brothers. Tool up.
I'm gonna let Big Rich jump in here, man. He been waiting for a minute, and then we'll let Chief Cook get his piece in. Go ahead, Big Rich.
Man, I'm just listening to this. Thanks for letting me on in here, GMB, man. Salute to you, brother, and all the rest of the brothers on the panel. Man, this is just disgusting to me, man. All of this right here, man. And I don't have a whole lot to say about it, man. Except express my disgust for it, man. But my children are grown, of course, but I have 9 grandchildren, man. I got 9 grandchildren, boys and girls that I love very, very much. From the ages of 2.5 on up to 13, man. And if anything ever looked like it's getting close to one of mine, or even looked that way, bro, all I gotta say is niggas disappear every day without a trace. Cause that's where this shit headed. This shit headed for bloodshed, man.
Yes, sir.
This is serious shit. They ain't gonna let this go.
No, they not.
Pushing this to the limit, bro. This gonna end up, blood gonna have to be spilled behind this one right here.
Yes,
that's all I can say about it, brother.
Hey, hey, Rich, hold on a second. Fantastic. What you said? What's your saying about blood?
What's that?
Nothing ever got accomplished. Freedom never got accomplished.
Yeah. No. Without bloodshed, man. No freedom has ever been accomplished without bloodshed. And like you said, shout out to the brother Big Rich. This is and shout out to Joe. He was up here, man. When you understand what this really is, man, this is a part. This has to happen in order for the agenda to be fully done the way they want it to be. Again, the children become the adults, so that's why they're targeting the children, and we're in the way. The men that speak like GMB, Rich, and Little Big Nate, and all the brothers up here, man. Listen, I'm willing to die for this or whatever got for my kids' sake, to be protected from grown ass motherfuckers, bro. From anybody coming in and trying to do something with them and all this other type shit. Hey, man, that's the oath I made the day my fucking kids came into this earth. You know what I'm saying? And I understood it, and I was cool with it. So, if you're willing to all these niggas out here that's willing to die for a set or a neighborhood or a pair of rims or whatever the fuck else, nigga. This
they kill each other over old ratty ass bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Kill each other over anything because someone look at them sideways.
Exactly.
But you look at my shorties. Yeah, man, it's done deal. As far as I'm concerned, I'm already at war, man. Because I've been seeing little hints of it popping up here and there, man. And you can see they pushing this agenda on the sports shows. You could even see them running these cartoons. During the cartoons and stuff, they running these old commercials, man. It's getting crazy out here now. I can't even let my grandchildren sit here in front of the TV without me having the remote control, and sometimes I'm flipping stuff off on them. I try, hey, look over here and get their attention because it's some bullshit coming on that tube, man.
Gentlemen, my son was born in 1998, right? That is the same year that Nickelodeon produced SpongeBob.
Yep.
SpongeBob was his favorite, he and his sister's favorite cartoon. Their absolute favorite. Upstairs in my loft, I still have probably 15, 20 SpongeBob DVDs just sitting in the entertainment center. Now, a couple of years ago, they came out and said that SpongeBob is gay. They also tried to take the Mr. off of Mr. Potato Head. There was a big backlash against that, and they kept the Mr. on it. They were trying to take Mr. off of Mr. Potato Head. Also, there's a move to make all toy stores mix the toys. They do not want the toys separated by male and female toys. You can Google everything I'm saying, y'all.
Oh, don't forget about the reboot of Rugrats. They had made the twins.
They have two moms. Exactly. They have two moms on the Rugrats now. Dog, this is all about the children, dog.
And Little Big Nate forgot one thing. The Ren and Stimpy show, they say that, and Bert and Ernie, they was gay too. So yeah.
Yes.
Hey, also,
Woody from Toy Story.
Also, Kevin Smith is doing a reboot of He-Man, and they make Adam gay, and they make Tila also gay, and bitch.
Wow.
If it's about to come out in 2 weeks.
So they gonna make Prince Adam
gay.
Nah, man.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Palmer in the chat though. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up, man? Fuck child support.
You guys watch Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And you know the main character, what's his name? Peter Quill, Star-Lord, right? That guy.
Yeah, Star-Lord.
The guy that plays him, I forget his name, but the guy, Chris Pratt. He's a big time Christian. He's like a proud Christian, Chad sort of right wing guy. You know what they did despite him? They made his character gay. His character is going around the galaxy knocking bitches down left and right, and they made him gay after all of these years.
They made him bi.
What's the difference?
I know, wait a minute.
Well, Loki is bi now too. Loki, Thor's cousin or brother or whatever, he's bi too now.
Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah,
they doing that, man. Marvel doing that. DC, they all doing that stuff, man.
They found out he was Christian, and he went to church, and he's a Trump supporter, and he turned around and they changed the character. He was when he was going with that green chick, and when they found out he was a Trump supporter, all that stuff, they made his character gay. So they trying to make him. It was a scene where he was kissed one of those creatures when he refused to do it. So they changed the story. That's why it made him gay.
Oh, they're gonna make him gay in the third movie because he wasn't gay in the second, was he?
Right. They can make it a third one. They'll make him,
and he's gonna be gay in the third movie.
Yeah, by in the third movie because they found out he was a Trump supporter. He's a Christian.
Yeah. He's a right wing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So they changed the character, and so he said now he's bi now.
And he's accepted it. He's gonna do it.
They told him if he don't do the scene, they gonna fire his ass.
Fine, he's already a multimillionaire. What the fuck are you doing the scene?
Speaking of Marvel, they just made the updated Spider-Man into a gay character. Eric Morales' character, the Puerto Rican Spider-Man, they made him gay too.
Yeah, he doing a lot of that. And a lot of Marvel characters. Iceman is gay now. Like I said, but it's like I said, the new He-Man coming out. And the character, they got certain characters in there. Evil Lynn's gay now.
But see, let me say this, man. Who in the fuck? Who spends money to watch Marvel movies?
Men.
Exactly.
Men.
Who's been buying comics since
men?
Okay. Yeah. Who the fuck?
I'm telling you what's going on. I'm telling you what's going on. I'm a former cop and I work for a school system. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know they are trying to buy out private schools. I live in Tennessee. I give you an example. In Tennessee, we don't have a lot of schools. Because a lot of schools are closing. Because we got Hispanic, Latino, so they're trying to combine out to one big school. So the regular school they got left over. They trying in California, especially San Francisco, which we all know is capital of Gig City. They got teachers coming down here and buying these private schools. And turn schools here. We had an incident a couple years ago. Yeah, I was working. I was working at private security at school, and I had this teacher, this gay white teacher, who wearing short pants, like real right there. You can see his crotch sticking out. He had hair combed back, and I was sitting, and I was in, and he didn't see me, but I was in the teacher's lounge. He walks in with a 5-year-old boy with him, sat him on his lap, and he playing around, and he's sitting there playing around games. He was on flume blown gay, everything. And I look, and the reason why I noticed this because I was looking when I pull up in the parking lot, the cars are here in California, San Francisco, California. Yeah. So I'm sitting there. He didn't see me, so I finally came in and sat down on the table. They was sitting there, and he got the boy on his lap. And I looked at him, and the boy, he got a skin little voice. Don't mean no like that. It is and this and playing. They were doing math and stuff like that. And I was looking at him, and he's close to the boy. And I said,
Well, don't forget, the Democrat Party pushes a convicted pedo trans story time at the local library. 4 of these individuals have pedo convictions on their record.
Yeah, I'm getting my story real quick. So make a long story short, I complained to the principal. I told the principal, I said, look, this teacher is touching this boy. I said, boy, every time I come in, every time I clock in, he's there with the same ass boy every day. So I told his mama. So mom got thrown. So make a long story short, it did get a news on it, and then the school got posted on Ellen TV show. Ellen write a big fat check because they found out one of the teachers, that same teacher I was talking about, complaining about, was molesting that boy. That Ellen wrote a check, and half that check went to that mama. So they want to prosecute
prosecute the teacher.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, she
Wait, she
recently
took the
lost
money.
her
Hold on,
show,
hold on.
thank God. So
Hold on, don't just gloss over that, mate. You just kept the quiet part out loud. I mean, you kept the loud part quiet.
Yeah.
Mom took the money. That means she sold her boy.
Right. And and gay white folks, and that's the key right there. Gay white folks got money because why? They white and gay. What's that movie? Movie came out, Philadelphia. Watch that Philadelphia. Watch that movie.
If homosexuals were a nation, they'd be the 9th richest nation on the planet. That's how successful financially a lot of them are. They have no expenses as far as children and families. So yeah, they rack up all sorts of dough. If they were a country off to themselves, they'd be the ninth richest nation on the planet.
Go to San Francisco.
Exactly.
San Francisco.
Exactly.
Let me
San Diego.
let me get
And watch that movie. And that movie right there with Tom Hanks' character. He was white, successful. He worked in a big time law firm. They found out he was gay. They fired his ass. Then he found out he get HIV. So then he hired his black attorney, which is Denzel, civil rights attorney. He comes up and he said they treat me like I'm a nigger. He said in the film, he treat me like I'm a black person. They posed Martin Luther King, all that stuff like this, a picture like that. He had everything, a big penthouse, making money, making 6 figures. Then when he finally got it, he dropped down. I'm one of your black people now.
And his attorney was Denzel, conservative family man, turned into a advocate for these folks.
Because Tom Hanks said, when Martin Luther King was alive today, he was fighting for us. Since when? What film have we seen Martin Luther King ever say we fight for gay people? What? We talk about civil rights bullshit.
We could get into that, but that'll be a whole nother discussion, man. I got Mr. Palmer here, man. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, Palmer?
Hey, what's good? What's good, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's up with you, bro?
Man, fuck child support.
Yeah, you already know. Fuck child support. I just wanted to check in and bless the page. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Grown Man Business, handling that grown man business. When it comes to these alphabets, man, they just as important as these feminists and how society, they love this shit, man. In Illinois, man, they just passed a law in 2019 that all public schools must teach alphabet history. I shit you not. Just Google, look it up yourself. Ask Mr. O. Mr. O know what's up. Yeah.
Yep. They teach that to my little nieces and nephews right now.
Yes, it's mandatory in Illinois. The governor passed that bullshit in 2019 saying that in all schools, public schools, they must teach alphabet history. So if this right, and this is just another form of manipulating our kids, man, because these baby mama terrorists, the majority of our boys who are alphabets is because of they baby mama terrorist mothers. And just like Mr. Cook said, you know what I'm saying, the mother was able to get bought out. Like I said, these mothers, these fake ass baby mama terrorist queens do not love their kids. They
are not mothers.
Right. They use them just for money grabs and weapons and pawns and everything else to get, to get their livelihood set. They don't care about them kids. They don't. Why do you think they keep the father away? Because there won't be no masculinity.
I got a question.
The worst thing about it, and the worst thing about all this, where's the black church?
They don't care.
I can stick on that part. That's a black church right there.
The black church is a gay disco, bro. Where you been?
Yeah, Eddie Long, anyone? Y'all remember Eddie Long? Again, man, I didn't even know this. I found this out in this space that they after Eddie Long had pretty much went through the thing and all but been admitted to what he had did to those young boys, several young black boys, they made him a king, bro.
Yeah, a martyr. They made him into a martyr.
And Creflo Dollar
before he died. This is before he even put out the part about him being sick and shit, bro. They made him a king, man. They had like a crowning ceremony.
The sisterhood did that.
You gotta remember who's all in them churches, man. It's more of these baby mama terrorists than it's men. So ain't no preacher with a big roster of women like that is gonna go against the code. They're gonna always keep that collection plate. That's what I say about these fake black pros like Umar Johnson, rest of these simple forces that come to they bitch defense. And even though they don't, they to them they don't have to set no accountability. You know what I'm saying? This is why our community what it is today, because the church is not gonna say no. That's their collection plate.
Yeah, because we got these churches big as the White House, making all this money. And yet these stupid preachers who buy Jetstream Airlines, and they get some fancy cars, and agents and everything, and they do, and they been told if any, all they gotta do is reject one gay person, and the government will come out to them. One gay, right? And that's why you don't see gay people, a principal like T.D. Jakes. Where's Farrakhan? He don't say anything about that. He got his money. He relax. He retired. He can't do all this.
Nah, slow down. So
when it come to Farrakhan always talked about that.
Completely.
He always. I mean, but now he 80 years old. What more can he do?
He's 86.
Ain't nothing he could do now.
When it come down to it, brothers, when it come down to it, it ain't gonna have nothing to do with Farrakhan. Nobody else that you want to put up there. You better go on ahead and be ready to get it popping.
And this
you want to protect yours.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because that's where we going with this, and that's what's gonna happen. If you want to protect your people, man, salute to all y'all brothers up here, man. I'm gonna get on off of here, man. Y'all have a good one, bro.
Salute, Big Rich.
All right, bro.
Speaking of stop talking about looking for a leader. That's just bullshit. Stop.
Let me point something out.
Goddamn leaders.
We don't need no leader.
The NOI actually has a proven model in the sense that you do need to pull yourself and your family and your people away from the mainstream of society. That's not to say that you can't live and work and have a semi-normal life, but what the NOI does is almost like the Amish, but maybe a little bit more urbanized, where they make an effort to not be a part of this shit. And like I'm not promoting Farrakhan or nothing, because I'm not necessarily a fan of any of it, but I like the idea, the concept that a group of people, black, can get together under a certain idea, move in unison, and be a recognized power. Like, that's real shit. And, I have big respect for what they've actually done. Politics aside, they're a proven model, and we're going to have to move like that in the future.
Absolutely.
We also got to separate ourselves from the bullshit and the rhetoric, man. I always say that all the time, man, because the majority is not going to side with us when it comes to masculinity and equal parenting rights and everything else. So the only thing we can do, we have to make that transition to change, man, because we sitting back still to my Farrakhan, man. Shit, he 90 years old, man. We got to be our own Farrakhan if that's the case.
Exactly. Yeah. This looking for a leader to come save us shit has got to stop, dog.
We got to stop talking about a leader, man. Because here's the thing. What I said it today when we talking about I'm not like even me when I talk about this fuck y'all. I'm not a leader because I don't want to be a leader. Because if the leader get killed or leader fall, then the whole foundation is dismantled. No, we all work together. We grow, we build. So if one go down, it still moves. It's still going. It ain't separated. It ain't come destroyed. So fuck a leader.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Right, because every leader also have a Jonas, and you know what happens. Somebody trade come in and trade you and do something like because every time we get a group, like I give a great example. Say if someone gonna start another million march right today, who's gonna jump into it? Black Lives Matter is gonna try and get in something. LGBT try and get into it. You cannot have no organized group while to us only have some outside interference trying to get into it.
Well, that's why what's important is not to have this idea of you're going to collectively move 20 million men or 40 million black people. All you need to worry about is 5 or 6 like-minded men coming together, and y'all can accomplish whatever you fucking want to.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Eventually, they're gonna come for us, man.
Oh, they will. Absolutely.
They've been
doing it. Most definitely.
They already are. Trust me, they already are.
They're fucking with all of our channels, probably.
Oh, yeah.
They already are. Straight black father. The biggest fear of LGBT community is a straight father, black or white, raising their son. That's the biggest fear right there.
Man, y'all know how my page is. They hate me to the fullest, man.
Listen, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You're gonna be fucked up. You guys will be fucked up if it ever actually hits you this way. But the same way, the same venom and animosity they have for the straight white man, the so-called racist white man, they will use it on you. They will hit you with all of that shit. You will be the angry white. Well, remember when Very Smart Brothers put out that article? Straight black men are the white men of the black community.
I was just
Where do
about
you
to
think
say
they're
that.
gonna go? Where do you think that idea goes, bro? You will become the angry white man that they that they talk about. That's the plan.
I mean, you guys, those who are fathers in here. When the last time you went to a school, had a Father's Day at the school? When we was growing up, we had Mother's Day, we celebrate our mothers, and we had Father's Day. When the last time y'all went down to the school and had a Father's Day honor you guys?
About 3 years ago.
Children don't have fathers.
For me,
I mean, let's be honest.
honestly, for me, it was 3 years ago. It was when my son and daughter was in 4th and 5th because it was a male principal, a black male principal. He was in the military, and when he got there, he was the vice principal. But when he was able to become principal, he made it mandatory. We have it twice a year when the fathers come out there, and when the fathers came, and if it wasn't the fathers, the grandfathers. So, like I say, but unfortunately, that was just one male principal. But it's not. I see that there's a difference with a male principal and a female principal. Just like it's a difference with the teachers. Unfortunately, there ain't too many male teachers, especially black male teachers in these schools, even in these colleges. Because when I talked to Dr. Thunder on my show, he told me how when it comes to male teachers, even in the university, it's so low, man, and they don't give a shit about it. It's like, from what he said, it's like it's done purposely. So these female principals and these female teachers not gonna have no Father's Day or fathers coming up there because what they all baby mama terrorists too. They're gonna assume that it's just mothers doing all the work and men don't do shit. Same thing.
Yeah. And to piggyback off what Conservative said, we got to get out of this, oh, woe is me and the world is racist shit. Any black man preoccupied with racism as the primary problem black people are facing, you need to get the fuck away from him. Get as far away from that nigga as humanly possible, as fast as you can.
I tell people all the time, bro, how you gonna go try to fight the white man when you got these baby mama tears in your community that's fucking it up first? You got to go through you got to fix home first.
Thank you. I've been on that war path for a year, my nigga. Like, why the fuck niggas can't see that shit? You sleeping with the enemy and you mad at some nigga you don't never actually meet in person, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, check this out. You know, when I came to this space, I heard that, you know, black women are the right hand of white supremacy. And I thought about it.
They are.
And you know, I agree with it. And this is primarily why I agree with it. Because since 1974, when abortion was legalized, black women have killed 23 million black children. That's 1/3 of our race that's been killed. Ain't no white man in this country or a group of white men killed 22 million black people in less than 50 years.
And not only
None
that,
of them.
and
Not
you're
even
right.
black on black crime either.
And not only that, when it comes to these baby mama terrorists, these black ones, well, you know, they quick to go out there and holler George Floyd and Black Lives Matter, and we support our kings. But you got your same father that's over there on child support, and you got him locked up in jail because of a fair relationship. So how are you saying you support black men, but got your black man and your black king locked up for some bullshit that he didn't even do? False arrest.
Ask him how many black kings they've aborted. Ask him that.
Oh, millions.
See, that's why I call them race traitors.
I talked about that even a couple of days ago with the stats. It was more abortions than it was in the World War I. I believe that's what it was. 2.8 million was in World War I, I think. One of them wars, and they was like what, 80 million abortions. This shit is real.
Yeah.
No, it's 90 million, bro. Look,
I knew it was one of them. I knew it was one of them,
bro.
Okay, 90 million. Uh-oh, there go the stats.
Bro, that's like more bro, you know what I realized? Those are death numbers compared to like communism in some small country in Asia or some shit. Like those are like Pol Pot death numbers.
That's Mao numbers. Yeah.
Right.
40 million.
But also look at the numbers of how many women put men on child support. The kids don't even belong to them, and they are in prison as well. They are in prison right now. They are locked up in prison because they refuse to pay child support. Kids do not belong to them, and no one from any party or anybody are trying to stop it.
Now,
so just like you said, Chief Cook, y'all was saying the whole thing about the abortions and stuff too, and then look at the homicide rates.
Well, it jumped by 37% in the country thanks to the left and defund the police and BLM. You know, 37% spike in murders in America.
So with that comparison, how can anyone say that they have the same struggle?
Fuck Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is not, it ain't nothing but some Marxists that's for the alphabet community. They took the money they made 90 million. They took 27.5. I put it on the show with the stats. They spent $27.5 million for all these trans communities, these trans organizations. They did not look out. They did not look out for unarmed black men. They didn't look out for the family. It was all just a co-op to make some bread and to get their organization of the alphabet community. It was nothing about saving black men.
Hey, Mr. Palmer, let me check something right here, because since the death of Trayvon Martin, the motherfuckers made over 10 billion. They've only made
10 billion.
Since the death of Trayvon Martin, the motherfuckers have brought in over $10 billion.
Okay, so that means the 90 million must have been. Well, that means, well, you know what? That means the 90 million that they did make was from when George Floyd got killed in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Yeah, don't forget the founder bought 5 houses.
Right. In the white neighborhood.
Yeah, in the white California neighborhoods. Yes, sir.
In the white neighborhood.
And they practice witchcraft. Let's not forget they practice witchcraft.
Yeah, they're a bunch of witches too. If white supremacy was so effective, how could you make so much money fighting it?
Damn.
Right hands of white supremacy.
Yeah, you work for the white. You work for the man. But like all these niggas on TV, all of these professional black people, like their job is to get on TV and be black, and they're all far more successful than most of us on this panel are right now, because they just get the contract and you sit on TV and you make millions of dollars, right? You are catapulted into the elite of black people, and your job is to tell other black people how they can't make it, even though you're the epitome of fucking success on TV. The shit don't make no motherfucking sense, bro.
And we got all these coons protecting them. The Robin Martin, all these guys in here won't say shit about them, but a complaint to any Republican or anything, you ain't doing anything for you.
This is what you get when you put terrible, failed women and effeminate men in charge of anything. This is what you're going to get. Complete chaos and dysfunction, which is largely what Black America has become, unfortunately.
Well, little Big Nate again, and I'm gonna go leave out at real quick. But again, going to the chart, how can anyone just say, "Oh, you should just ignore that"? That don't mean nothing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll I'll say this, man. I mean, the thing is about it, we can talk about the murder rates, man. And I mean, they are astronomical numbers. You go to these fucking liberal ran cities like Chicago and Baltimore. I mean, it's an epidemic, dude. Don't get me wrong. But you got to think where these men are being raised. Poverty.
I'm in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in America, GMB. I'm in Inglewood, where Lil Durk and Chief Keef from. I actually know them, man. Hey, look, bro.
How many fathers around there, though? How many men around there raising them children?
None.
No.
Damn.
I'm a cop. I've been a cop for 34 years, 35 years. And every time I arrest these boys, I go to their mama and tell them I got to arrest them. And the first thing come out of my mouth, I raise them right. How do you raise them? And that's the shit we can't ask that damn question. How do you raise them? How do you
That's why men have to get custody. I got divorced in 2004 after my attorney told me I would have to be paying between $800 and $1,100 a month in child support. I said, fuck that shit. I'm going for full custody, and I won. And you brothers can do it too. You can get full custody. You got to go into it like it's a war. Men make the mistake of thinking about fairness and niceness and worrying about their ex's feelings. Fuck that. Them broads don't give a shit about you after they've separated from
race traitors, Big Nate. Race traitors.
Shout out to the lead attorney, man. I didn't really get that concept because, like, bro, that is one of those things in life. I'll be perfectly honest. That is one of those failings in life that I just did not see coming. And by the time I was in the fight, I was way behind the 8 ball. And I was listening to the lead attorney when he came on Bernard Riley's panel, and he talked about that same scenario that most guys go through. And you're absolutely right, bro. It's like you have to fight like a savage, through the legal system, but you have to actually fight like you want to win. You're fighting for your life and basically your children's life. But we go into that like you're actually dealing with a person you love, and then you get all these mixed feelings about it. And you sometimes, listen, I know I dropped the ball halfway through. We made up and got back together and broke up and went back to court, like all kind of shit. And so now years go by and I'm listening to the lead attorney talk about it, and it's like, fuck, you goddamn right. You got to fight them like they're fucking
war,
enemies,
dog.
bro. It is war.
And let me tell you this, okay? So after my divorce in 2004, my children are with me 100% of the time. Their mama's out doing whatever the fuck she's doing. Over the course of 3 years, I just didn't want to talk to her. So when she would call, I'd see what was her number. I'd hand the phone to my daughter and my son. They'd talk to their mama, and then my children would bring me the phone, and I'd hang it up. I just did not want to talk to her. During a 3 to 8 year period, after the 3 years, I started, I would talk to her on occasion. I just didn't want anything to do with her. So there were 4 different times that my son or my daughter said, Daddy, Mommy wants to talk to you, right? So I take the phone, and their mother tells me this: I'm in the hospital. I'm like, from what? Whatever nigga she was with at the time had put her in the hospital. This happened 4 times over 8 years. And if my children were with her, they would have been in the middle of that shit. But they were with me, so they've never seen police come to the house. They've never seen any drama or any shit, because fathers don't engage in that. But yeah, dog, my children would have been in the middle of whatever happened with her and whatever nigga put her in the hospital.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man, because I'm gonna get out of here. Fantastic had to run, but I gotta get back to the family as well. Goddamn.
Understood.
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to get back on the couch. So you know how I get down.
Get back on the couch. But
yeah, y'all know how I get down.
We'll go around, man. Y'all give your channel a shout out, man. I mean, moderators, if you're still here, man, spam the guys' links in the channel, man, and in the chat.
Y'all know what I do. Run for that child support. How about you dead, B?
Hey, man, I'm about to do a reaction video to Kevin Samuels' other interview the other night, man, on my channel, man. This shit about, man, I got early millennial women, bros, like the one he had the other night that really became...
wait.
Go ahead.
That part when you walked away from the lady, he actually got up and walked away?
Yes.
That one,
yes.
Oh, man, you look at that class right there. That's right there.
Baby girl was cute though. She looked good, man. It breaks my heart when the pretty ones fuck up like that, dog.
Man, but look, this is my generation. Look, I love my generation. I hate my generation. People born between 1982 and 1997. Look, we really showed our ass and we dropped the ball, and we are the second casualty. The first casualty is Generation X right now. That was the other girl with that 47-year-old with 15-year-old talking about she looking for a high value man at 47. I'm like, man, are you serious?
Delusion, baby. Delusion.
Well, listen, since we shutting it down, let me take a quick moment to do a shameless plug because at around 11:30 Eastern time, I'm going to go live on my other channel, American Dystopia. I'm starting a new segment. This is going to be the first official run of This Week in Oppression. And so we're going to take a look at some of the stories of oppression that came out during this last week. So it's a new thing I'm trying. But GMB, man, thanks a lot for having me on the panel. Dude, you got your Cash App posted somewhere? Because I need to bless the collection plate before I leave the church. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, man. Normally the moderators are spamming it, but it's $ grown man facts, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna find you in there. So can one of the moderators post it in the chat real quick, just for the sake of it? But thanks for having me on the panel once again, and it was a great conversation, gentlemen. We all got to hold the line and keep the message growing. And shout out to everybody up here that's on the right side of things, trying to highlight all the other stuff going on aside from the girl dramas, man. It was a great talk, man. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, salute us. I'll go next, GMB. Okay. Please check out the Little Big Nate show. We're doing real well. The streams are insane. My commentary is pretty well known throughout this space. Go subscribe, check out what we do. I'm also the thumbnail god. You can see the insanity of my thumbnails. But man, shout out to GMB for having the courage to have this conversation. I did a conversation like this on my stream. My channel's 4 months old, right?
Yeah.
About a month in, I did Little Big Nate versus the Luciferian left, and it was all about these Transformers. Now, a month in, I was averaging 140 folks. I did that stream. I've struggled to get 100 people on my channel. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with.
They shadow banned it. They probably shadow banned your channel, bro.
Yeah, they probably did. They probably did.
I got demonetized because of this.
Yes, sir.
Just like this.
Yes, sir. So please, if you'll subscribe, if you'll help me out, there's no one fighting this but us, and our white counterparts are doing it too. And don't be afraid to link up and join forces with like-minded men, regardless of their color.
Absolutely. Well, I got one thing before I go. I say, now look, since you just said that, now any person that since 2020, if they still won't go with this liberal progressive crap, they are a race traitor. You cannot tell me you're not when you want to go ahead and support a party that systematically keeps your whole entire race separated, apart, and always against each other with all types of agendas, and they're going after your kids. So when you tell me that you're a Democrat, when you tell me you support progressive agendas and you're a liberal, you are a race traitor. You are not for the people. You cannot be. Yeah, you cannot be for your black people when you support programs that take more money out of your community, that you look at each other as the enemy. I mean, how can you not? You don't want to have to come together as a families. Y'all want to do anything that you want to do. Yeah, everybody want to sleep with everybody, pass off types of diseases and all this other mental bull crap, and everybody want to go and sweep it on the rug talking about, but what about the struggle though? What about the culture? We doing this for the culture. What culture?
What did Biden say?
You got it now. God damn. Hey.
Yeah, no, I ain't nothing I can say that's gonna match up with that. Salute, Mr. O, man. Don't forget, come through, bro. Look forward to seeing you, man.
I will, bro.
Absolutely.
I will.
Absolutely. Okay, drop down, GMB, man. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
appreciate
anytime,
it,
man. And y'all brothers welcome anytime, man. All right, Chief Cook, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here, brother?
Yeah, I was gonna say this. What did Biden said on a Breakfast Club? If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Well, we're gonna show them to you how black we are when we start voting for real. And we gotta watch our back. We gotta stay together. We gotta be black men gotta step up because they are coming for your kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And strong, straight black fathers need to really step up to play because they are in the school system. They're in the business. You don't know that, but I guarantee you will find out in a couple of years that and to the last man until we don't get that shit together. And especially in the church, the home, everything, we got to step up and not let this shit go on. Right now they're cracking the whip on white folks, and now they're trying to make their strong whip stay strong in the black community. We got to stop that whip, being cracking that whip.
Okay, then, brother. Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Okay. All right, thank you, man.
Welcome back anytime, brother.
I will. I'll be back.
Okay. Guys, this has been a lively stream. I've stayed on a lot longer than I normally be on, but this conversation is necessary. We have to talk about this shit, man. I don't see a lot of people bringing it up, man. I mean, you guys was just watching the NBA Finals. You seen exactly what the fuck was going on over there. Every goddamn commercial is the same bullshit. I want to get a shout out to Suleiman Giles, too. I seen him in the chat room, man. I've been seeing him around for years. Always drop some real shit. I think this is the first time I ever seen him come into my comment section. But shout out to the brother. I've noticed a lot of things that he said on Facebook and on the YouTube platforms that's always intriguing. I always look for him to start a channel somewhere or something. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We will be back tomorrow. We won't be on as long as we was tonight, though, for sure. But we will be back tomorrow, man. I appreciate y'all for checking me out, man. And like I've said all the time, theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are the initiated. We are men first. Y'all fellas have a good night.
Thank you.